What's up? Detroit is definitely in the building via your headphones, stereo, and speakers. Of course, this is your man, the African Caesar, and almost got a full house. We got that was abrupt. Almost got a full house. Of course, we got Mr. Bot Topic back in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Heard we were gonna do a dunk tank.
Yes, we're gonna do a dunk tank. Yeah. So you must have heard last week's episode.
I got some feedback. I was busy listening to a different show, but.
Oh, okay.
So what am I gonna have to go through to get dunked? Are we just dunking me, or is there gonna be trivia?
No, a few people, I guess this year have been taking L's as far as releases.
So every time you guys take an L, I get dunked.
No. Well, people were upset because they feel like people like you were the reason why they're taking L's. So.
I will take that pain on for you guys. I will carry that burden.
There you go. I like that. Team player. Of course, we got the back Republican of the show, Guru.
I don't associate my name and color with that party. Please don't. Please don't.
I like that shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Is that an official Nike shirt or is that somebody else?
Official Nike shirt, yeah.
Okay. Damn, Nike actually stepping their T-shirt game up. Yeah. And then, I don't know what happened. I don't know if we doing a retro show or if we went back in time. But
this is going to be a good one.
Yeah. So Francis is back in the building.
Yeah, I had to. I listened to the last couple episodes, and I'm missing a lot. Trick showed up last week?
Yeah.
Did I miss?
We thought Trick showed up. I swear he looked like Trick. He like a more in shape version of Trick. Yeah. Turns out it wasn't Trick, but it made for a good 5 minutes of banter.
And then Dave was talking about wearing a mask and equated it to going down on some chick. I was like, yo, I am missing all the fun.
Yes. And I found out that you put sugar in spaghetti. So yeah,
no, you don't.
It was a lot. No, is it got a full-blooded Italian?
You do.
No.
Well, I mean, not in the spaghetti, but in the sauce.
Yes, in the sauce. That's what I meant.
Never.
Because I agree with him. Because back on the acidity.
Yes. So I look, Guru, I was with you. I was with you last week, or up until last week, but he's Italian, so he would know. So I ain't gonna argue with him. Like, can't.
You can't argue that.
You can't really. You can't. Like, I want to, but I can't.
Yes, but like I've seen people like when there's different ethnicities try to cook soul food and says you put too much seasoning on your chicken. It's like, well, that's soul food.
I'm a white guy and I've seen people vote Republican. That doesn't mean they're right.
No. I'm just saying, like, I just can't, like, people, like, that may be it, but people still kind of stick to their thing. Like, I just can't put sugar in. Like, I don't, because I feel like people put sugar in everything that I grew up with.
I'm with
you. So
you.
it kind of turned me off with it, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
But I do have acid reflux, so that might help, but for the most part.
Shout out to Guru. We disagree on a lot of things, but I'm glad to know that we both firmly believe sugar does not belong in everything, like rice.
Nah, they put it in.
That confused as a Hispanic.
Yeah.
That confused the holy hell out of me.
I'm like, why would you put sugar in rice? Like, everything doesn't need to be sugared. Grits, same thing.
No, I understand kind of
Is it
grits,
like,
but I don't. I prefer the butter than salt and butter.
Is it sugar on white rice?
Yeah. Who eats brown rice?
I eat brown rice.
Nobody voluntarily eats brown rice.
Yeah, I do.
I was at Chipotle yesterday. Brown rice.
Okay, well, y'all weird.
Most
people, because nobody voluntarily, like, if you didn't know any better and it's like that, you happen to go to a restaurant and it came with the meal. Yeah. Okay.
Man,
or like if your options were quinoa or brown rice, you're like, all right, fuck, give me brown rice.
Yeah, there you go.
Quinoa's the secret to life.
I can't do it. It tastes like you talking about quinoa. It tastes like oatmeal that's been stuck in your teeth for a couple of days. Like, I just can't get jiggy with it. Like, I can't. I know the health benefits of it and all that. It's just some things I just can't get jiggy.
Oh, it's pretentious to me. Like,
I would agree with that.
You're quinoa. You're not quinoa. No, there's no silent K. There's no schwa. You're quinoa. Just be quinoa and be happy with it, and don't try to put on airs and be good.
Oh, in case you're confused.
This is what I came back for.
In case you're confused by the topic of discussion, this is a sneaker box. We talked everything but sneakers. The Sneaker Box Podcast, Sneaker Bar Detroit.
Vegan-friendly episode.
Huh?
Vegan-friendly
Very
episode.
vegan-friendly. Well, I don't know. We're talking about, well, yeah, I guess.
Right.
I don't even know. Honestly, I honestly do not know the tenets of veganism. I just know.
We're worried about offending vegan listeners.
I'm really not. But
with all your leather sneakers, I wouldn't.
Exactly. No, I'm not worried about it.
Oh, so Sean Wotherspoon has those Adidas coming up, speaking of vegan sneakers.
It's Basura.
And on that topic, with that drop, they brought back the Confirmed app.
Yeah, so we're going to get right into that, I guess, since you brought it up. Well, one, shout out to Sean Weatherspoon. He liked our picture the other day.
Shout out to Dunk for keeping us on track, too.
What?
From rice back to sneakers, Sean Weatherspoon.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Sean Weatherspoon, his shoes, I got to admit, I'm not feeling them at all. But, I mean,
the threads hang, though.
Oh, in that case. No.
Okay,
like,
is the threads hanging better or worse than a zip tie?
It's worse.
They're equal to me.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, it's equally annoying to me. It's like,
I feel like the zip tie you could get away with a few times. The thread thing, he can't pull that again.
You shouldn't have pulled it for the first time.
Well, I've fallen for it this time.
So like pull it off, or like physically pull it off the shoe.
Not physically.
I just can't get. I look at the practical of it being practical. Like you walking with that shoe, that threads are gonna get dirty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
not just that. It's like you remember like back in the day when we didn't know how to really dress and we would step on the back of our jeans.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't admit to that.
I can totally.
You kind of did though.
I could totally see you in a pair of like Southpoles or like Jinkos or something.
Ooh,
Oh,
Jinkos, two
Jay
big-
and
the
I
big-
remember
the
those.
big
I got a
bells from
sticker
Hot
in my
Topic.
room now.
What is the same clown posse? Speaking of which, his mask.
Juggalos.
Yes.
But nah, I can't get you.
But no. So I mean,
Okay, let's put it like the Nikes.
'cause I feel like I beat this horse.
The
over the
Nikes
last
and
two
the-
episodes.
the Nikes and Asics are better than his Adidas. Agreed.
Yes.
Yes,
But do we like the Adidas? I say yes.
They're all right.
I would get them if I could, if you didn't beat me to them and cut the excess thread.
I'll say for someone who's not really a sneaker designer, who's had the pressure of doing a collab with every big company, he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing pretty good for himself.
I mean, he's still 2 for 3. The Asics were nice, and the ones were.
I just feel like the Asics. I feel like with the Asics and I feel like the Asics I've seen before, and then with these Adidas, I'm just kind of like over it. I wasn't a big fan of the first pair, but at least they were unique in some form or fashion.
I agree, but with the Nike and Asics, there's overlap in concept. I'll say with the Adidas, it's at least somewhat of a little bit fresher.
But when you come in with your designs, it's kind of like producing. You make beats. Pharrell's gonna have that same zoom, zoom in every song, or Timbaland's gonna say have that same 808. So yes, they're different beats, but they're gonna have some similarities. So I didn't have a problem with his Asics because one, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And two, you're early on in the collaboration game, so you can't take a far risk or extremities like somebody else or Ronnie who's been doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still trying to play it safe so you can kind of set your footprints for other collaborations. So,
Look, I do feel like story and concept matter. However, execution matters as well. And I just feel like as great as even with the shoe, I like the concept behind the was it Super Earth? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
I like the concept. I just execution wise, I'm just like,
I mean, I realized
Kanye shrug.
I realized that the sneaker community has grown really, really big, and like we used to when we spoke on things we didn't like, it was more like on a one accord.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, people like every and anything. So now I've kind of said like, you know what, that's not for me.
Surprisingly,
We'll see.
those Bel Airs,
Or what?
I feel like the overall response wasn't nearly as. I feel like people didn't like them as much as I'd expected.
Because it was the same shoe essentially.
But they still bought it though. Still sold out.
Did they?
Yes.
I thought they still pairs.
I'm not entirely sure.
I think I saw some pairs still on Foot Locker.
I went to the ones.
I'll tell you
stores I've
this,
been to, they sold
because
out.
I know people who are
Kids
returning
wear
20,
some.
30 pairs at a time.
Oh shit! Well, of course you do. But
I like them. I kept some.
I know I liked it because of my connection
I kept
to it.
some.
That's
what he
I
said.
know. He has an inventory of Bel Airs at his house. What was I gonna say? Oh, I bought it just because of my connection to because Will Smith and Fresh Prince of Bel Air, the show, got me into Jordans, and so it wasn't really a hard sell as far as I was concerned. But the shoe, I mean, it was basically just a retread. It was a white upper this time.
So let me ask you this: why would you have a problem with Sean Witherspoon doing corduroy on the second shoe when you kind of feel like that with the Jordan and Bel Air and you still bought it, or you don't have as much as bad to say about the Bel Air as you do the Sean Witherspoon?
Well, because first of all, it's like their own shoe. So I like with a collab, I put collabs to a higher standard. If anybody's first time listening, collabs, I feel like you should take the point to tell a story and do something unique instead of trying to retread things. Whereas Jordan brand, they've been around for like 30 years, and so you're going to have some retreads because they're going to just keep
Speaking of
producing the same
retread,
shoe
we
over
just
and
had the
over again.
Metacom drop.
The what now?
The Medicom dunks. I was calling the MediaComs 2 weeks ago. I was high mumbling.
Does anybody? I've never seen anybody wear a pair of Metcons.
I was just about to say that.
What?
No, I was.
No. Not
Never-
Metcon.
what?
Not Metcon. The dunks. The Medicom dunks.
Oh, the Metcon. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the Metcon.
No, I'm saying this is what I was mumbling last week. I'm mumbling again. I'm trying to pronounce it.
No. Okay, yeah. My bad.
Metcon.
Francis help.
Because I was like, I've
Metcon.
never seen anybody wear a pair of those shoes.
But
But
so
the dunks,
they had
the lows with the different colors,
It's
it's,
all
that's
black.
Civilist.
it's all black, but it changed color.
That's
right?
No,
Civilist.
that's Civilist.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Metacom's the hair ones.
The faux fur, all
Yeah, the
black.
Oh, I'm straight. I'm good.
Those are so dope.
Yeah.
I tried to
I
buy
knew,
it.
got
I
your
knew as
size,
soon as
bro.
I said they're like I'm straight, somebody was gonna be like, I
The
like those.
Civilist, I feel like I'm the only one who's not vibing them.
I'm just.
I said it, so if anyone wants to talk about it later, I'm admitting I'm not a big
But
fan
I
of the
feel like
Civilist.
I feel like what
I can admit I didn't know what
And-
Civilist was until
and the
like 2
little
weeks
bio
ago.
and the little description of this episode say Dunks doesn't like these upcoming dunks.
Give a shit. Like,
But-
Hold
I'm
me
putting
to
that in
this.
there.
But I
Yes.
feel like sometimes people liking a shoe can make you dislike a shoe or care for it less, and that's what I've noticed.
Now that I
last
don't
year
like
and
the
a half.
Civilist gurus paying attention to him.
No, I've
That's
seen.
all I
I
heard.
can't. Every time I scroll, I see them put it in the microwave. I see them put it in the air blow
No, you
dryer.
saw-
I saw that.
you
Yeah,
saw
that's
you
a-
saw one asshole put him in the microwave.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's like
so-
I just see like you can't help it, but it's just like, are y'all that infatuated? Like y'all never did science fair projects? Like y'all never?
And it's doing the most. You can actually keep them under like a lamp and they'll do it.
That's like
I
On
pour
the,
hot water like that. Like people do the most for
but
views.
on the
so-
dunk topic, we got those Chicago. The colorways dropping in Europe this week. Maybe
what
we'll see
now?
it. It's just red and white. Chicago.
Oh.
Super simple, basic. They're calling it a GR. I'm sure it'll be tough. It's going to be expensive anyways, but that's what I've got my eyes set on. It's
I'm
my
just
favorite
kind of,
upcoming
But
dunk.
here's my thing: a GR means nothing because
I
with all the
agree.
resellers and bots, you're gonna get in.
Might as well
it's
be a
gonna
quick strike.
yeah, it's gonna feel like a quick strike when it comes time to buy them. Same thing I felt with them Kobe's, which I was very pissed about.
Oh man. Yeah,
Oh
we're
yeah,
gonna get into that.
I thought Nike would drop much higher levels of production, or I thought they would put way more out.
My
Even
whole
the
thing
jerseys-
is-
Who's to say they didn't?
I don't know numbers, but I know the Foot Locker numbers, and Foot Locker only had about 1,300 pairs, and East Bay was only in the hundreds. Or Foot Action, one of the two.
My whole thing is
If
like,
Foot Locker's under 2,000 pairs, and we got people like me running 500 tasks, I mean, we're all fucked.
we love you, Dunks.
I'm not even trying to reply to that. I'm like,
I know that's why I said I love you.
We need the bell.
There it is. So that was my beef with Nike because it's like, okay, wait a minute. So your whole purpose of not releasing the shoes early this year is not to take advantage of, or not to come off as taking advantage of his untimely death. in
The
Europe.
undefeated pack, though. I have a theory there's going to be high stock because the raffle's been open for so long. Usually it's like a 15-minute raffle. This was open for like 24 hours.
Let's hope so.
So
I
but-
doubt it.
But my whole thing is, why do all that? Why prolong the release of these shoes only to do this type of fuck shit when you actually release them?
And
to me, it
on,
defeats the purpose.
and on top of that, though, like if you was like we was told at work, they pulled them because of the reselling and the price gouging with resellers. So that's why they pulled them off the websites and on the retailers. But what you did was you
incentivized
ran
them
away
even
from
more.
getting hit by a bus to get shot in the head because you actually made them limited when you did release them and put them on the sneakers app where you know that's what their home court advantage is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
you it was counterproductive. Like if you want to, you should have flooded them if you really wanted to leave his legacy. Because what's more important is not how many times you see people reselling them, it's how many times you go on the app and people are happy that they bought the shoe. Like
Yeah.
that would be a Kobe legacy more justice.
Or seeing more people
Then-
on the streets wearing
Yeah,
them.
I'm saying
you know?
that like that would have did it more. You know, that would did it more justice than what you did. It was whack. It was really whack.
It was super whack.
And you
not
know,
to
the more
mention-
pairs you make, the more he probably would have got from his royalties for his family. Like it was just all.
and
the
those
way
shoes
around.
would have sold through. Like, let's be real. Like, everybody wants
Dunks
a
would
Kobe
have bought
right now.
500 of them.
At least.
So interesting.
He didn't even deny it.
My cook crew homies aren't going to like this, but when everything originally happened, remember we interviewed
I don't
Sean?
like
He
them.
took a big stand and said, we're not going to support this. We're not going to provide information. Don't resell it. This release, everyone on Discord they're not holding back.
That's sad.
So.
That's just sad. I mean, I'm just
There was
saying.
I mean, people were asking me my opinion. I just stayed silent on it. But this time, everyone was just encouraging it.
So what was the point then? Like, you might as well just go ahead and sell them. You could have just sold them.
because the money talks at the end of the day for them. That's what
No,
they-
I'm saying,
that's-
but they could have just sold them from jump then. Like, why even hold them back if you're gonna end up doing it like this anyway?
No, he was saying from the get-go that they wasn't going to do that.
I'm saying like the resellers
I'm
felt
talking about
bad.
no, I'm talking about as far as Nike is concerned. Like if you're going to hold them back, out of respect,
I
but then you
even
release them like
All
this.
I was saying was resellers felt bad, but they're over it now, unfortunately.
yeah.
Well, of
Resellers
course,
don't have a
because
soul.
your compass is money.
Resellers have no
motivated.
soul.
But my only thing is, on top of that, on the same level of concern or upset, is the amount of PEs that you're giving the players. Like, they're not even going to pay for the shoes. Why are you giving them dope colorways? I seen, like, Chris Middleton had a pair on that was dope. I'm like, TJ Warren had a pair. Like, why would you make these dope colorways for guys who will never buy a shoe? You're giving them to them to wear.
Yeah.
And you're not going to release them. Like, somebody on the Denver Nuggets had a cold pair on, too. It was just like, why not release these? You're doing it's almost how I feel about the Kobe line with these P's with the players. It's how I feel about Leah Uncle and holding back her music.
Yep.
That's exactly how I feel about it because you're not doing no. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
I wonder if that's gonna be is that a dated reference?
Hey, while we're talking
Aaliyah.
about bots and all that, I had mentioned SneakQL a while ago. They just reached out, emailing us saying they want to set something up, talk about their bot prevention.
Okay.
So it'll be all you and them versus me.
So how could you work for the bots and then work against the bots? Like, you're like a double agent.
You gotta play every side if you want to win.
Boy, oh boy.
Hey,
That's kind of concern. That's kind of concern.
I can't even be mad at you. I mean, at least he honest. I gotta give him that. At least he honest. Some people
Second
be faking
complex
the fun.
calls, you guys will never see me again.
I know. I already know. Until then, though, we're just gonna shit on you.
Dunk tank coming soon.
The dunk, yes, it is definitely coming soon. We should do that. What is it? Complex. What are they doing now?
Oh, what is that?
This
shit
upsets
called?
me. Complex Con Land, online, virtual.
Complex Land. Get the
Complex
fuck out.
Land.
Rich, you getting out of control, bro. Honestly.
I don't know who that is.
That is heartbreaking to me. 'Cause it's just cancel it.
I honestly don't even want to go now. I used to want to just at least go to a complex, whatever there was, con, just to say I went. But no, I'm just like,
I never wanted to go.
I don't even want to contribute to that.
I want to go for
Them and that stupid ass show that looks like they coming out with, that sneakerhead show.
Everyone who goes as a sneakerhead is disappointed. Is pretty much
Yeah, because it's
how
all
I'd summarize
that's,
it.
I'm
Because
telling you,
you're not going to really
it's
get
basically-
access to much.
it's hedonism for hype beasts.
But here's my thing, though. You can't, as
That's what it
as a
is.
hype beast or a reseller, block everybody else from getting their shoes out, right? And then
Yeah.
you go to Complex Con, and then you get blocked out from getting all your shoes by the other celebrities and everything, and then you get upset. No, that's karma
I
coming
still
back
loop
around
it.
to
Yeah.
you for what you did to people all year long.
Yeah. No, I just it's not for me. I just want to go see. I just wanted to go see it for myself, just one time. Like, not that I'm dying to be at Complex Con, which is why I never went yet. But yeah, but now they
the
now they
Chicago
trying.
Isn't
one's
that-
worthwhile for us because we
so
can drive.
this is all virtual, right? Like the next complex.
I refuse to even
Con,
read
right?
it. I'm sure I'll be in
It's all
virtual
virtual. Isn't
attendance.
that?
I thought it was gonna
that-
be an actual event.
No.
No,
No?
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, isn't that like home court advantage for you,
Yeah.
like for all the releases at this point?
Oh
I figured I didn't even really think of it from a release perspective.
How
I
dare
have
you
no
not?
idea what they're gonna do.
It's all gonna be online. You're gonna bot the shit out of them.
Well, that's the thing. At Complex Con, I do better in person because I just run around and loop everything as fast as I can.
man,
Loop.
When I destroy Complex Con the last 2 times, I didn't have one bot.
destroyed Complex.
Complex Con training, running miles before the event.
Man, yeah, you were doing that. I remember that.
Because the first one, I couldn't keep up. Some of these kids are in shape.
That's ridiculous. You got to be a marathon runner.
no.
just
Because
to
if
get
they have a
shit.
Nike stash or a Nike pass, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm following all the kids with their phones, just running. I was in the
remember
middle of some filming thing, saw a group of kids run. I just got up and ran.
I remember
Got
that,
the yellow fogs.
I remember the video
Sounds
I
like
saw.
a waste of a sprint.
I remember the video you saw where they just destroyed that fence.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was in Chicago. I think it was Chicago.
it happens every time.
Jesus Christ.
And originally VIP wasn't outrageous pricing. It was maybe
You know what?
double. Now it's
Complex
like
Con
1,000 because people
fences-
were reselling Complex Con tickets.
Jesus Christ.
How many did you sell?
None.
Bullshit. Look, Complex Con fences are like the Spanish announce tables at a WWF event. Like, you know it's gonna be that table is
No.
not gonna be upright
It's
at the end of
designed
that
like
event.
that on purpose.
Yeah. Right. You know, at some point somebody's getting slammed to that table. But no, so I didn't even know that because I didn't, like you, I didn't bother to read it because my first reaction was to like roll my eyes. and just skim past it. And I just assumed that it was gonna be like they were gonna try to up it by having rides and all this other shit, like try to make some type of Disney type of atmosphere.
With half capacity?
I don't know. I didn't bother to read it. I just saw it.
The last Complex Con was the first one VIP didn't even sell out, so it's like they're already not.
How much is the
doing
VIPs
great.
going for?
I believe last year was around 700.
Fuck that. You're not even guaranteed
And you're still
to
in
get
line.
shit.
Or someone's
Yeah,
gonna,
right,
someone,
like,
someone's gonna say it's 600. No, like there's fees and stuff. It came out to a little more.
Bruh.
And no, I was VIP, and
I wish
so
I
you get
would.
in there right away, right?
Yeah.
You have 2 hours before the general public, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still waiting in line against other VIPs. So in the 2 hour early access, I only hit like 2 stores, Atmos and Sneaker Room. And I looped Sneaker Room, but I had to wait in line with the general public the 3rd time.
Fucking peasants.
Yeah, right. I'm not doing it. Is she good out there? Okay.
You want to head out there and buy her a beer or something?
Wow.
Shirley Temple.
But no, yeah. So, but speaking of Complex though, they got the show that's coming out called Sneakerheads.
Yeah, I can't wait to shit all
Yeah.
over that.
I think they
no,
just
boy.
interviewed Luber too.
Did they? Why?
It's a hot topic.
He's not running anything.
What do you mean he's not running anything?
He's no longer the CEO.
They look at it as a creator. You co-found it, so
He's involved.
Not anymore.
I mean, it's like PC Magazine would interview Steve Ballmer. Like he has nothing to do with Microsoft no more, but he co-founded or helped. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just.
I guess.
I mean, the same thing.
Yeah. I guess. Anyway, this show. Anybody have high hopes for it?
No.
I just don't like the word sneakerheads. It's like been enough meetings where it's like, yeah, this is a group of people we can get money out of.
That's
Like
what it felt like.
That's what corporations feel like, and it just
felt like.
this is war. I hate to sound like Jeezy. I'm not a rapper. I'm a trapper, but I'm gonna get to that point where it's like it's disgusting. Like people tell me like, "Oh, you're a sneakerhead." I'm like, no. I'm a connoisseur. I like sneakers.
Sneaker guru.
Just don't call me that.
There you go.
Just don't call me.
No, you know what's funny? I thought the same thing. You know what I immediately thought of? It was an interview with Tupac did where I think it was. Was it
talking about the gold chains and ropes?
No, it's talking about. I think it was him and Marlon Wayans were doing an interview for Above the Rim, and or was that the movie? I think it was. Was it Above the Rim? I can't remember the name of the movie, but I remember they were making fun of the fact that the script seemed like it was written by white people because like the names they had, like Boogaloo. Like, what are black people calling each other nowadays? And that's what Sneakerheads comes off at. It looking at it and the premise of it, it looks like a room of white people are like, all right, so how do black people act? Like, what would they do in this situation? And it just feels like, I don't know. It looks like a typical Complex thing.
Let me ask y'all this because I have some good questions I've been thinking about. When do you think? What was like a defining moment to each one of you where you think the sneaker community took a turn for the worst?
I'm going to have a real interesting answer that is going to contradict everything about me,
I
right?
want to say the defining moments fact.
When Nike announced they were getting into Nike SB, it was a huge controversial moment back in like, what, 02, 03?
Wait, what? Nike was going to get into Nike SB?
When Nike was going to get into skateboarding, they were launching Nike SB.
Okay.
And I think that was like a real interesting turning point for sneakers. That's kind of like they went like in a whole different direction with their marketing and their storytelling, and I feel like it like skyrocketed right then, and then like 07 I'd say started to like come down and people were buying for the wrong reasons and resellers blew up. And
Well, you said 07 though, like the defining moments came in like what, 06?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I saw 06.
I want to say the defining moments pack.
I would say.
I was just like the beginning.
I would say to me, I feel like when the sneaker community took a turn for the worse, and this is where it kind of led us to where we are today, especially when involving releases, is that 2011.
the Kanye the Kanye's Nikes like really blew up resale.
But the 2012 release of the All-Star Game pack on Orlando, when they had
Oh,
the
the
Big
Galaxies?
Bang 9s, the Galaxy phones,
You know what? Yep,
the
I
Kobe's, the
change
KD
it.
4K.
The Galaxy
because they had to
phones.
call SWAT in a mall in
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
It was a big thing, and from that point on, like you started to have a raffle. They started doing releases
I would
different.
agree.
Then people realized how much you could sell sneakers for off the outside the ordinary Jordans or whatever else. That was the when resellers were a novelty.
Yeah.
There was a few of them that you went to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think from that point on is when the floodgates opened of the people who wouldn't normally into it.
I would agree with you.
I feel like that was a turning point.
I changed my
What year are you saying?
It was like 2011,
2012, February
Yeah.
2012.
Yep. I'd agree.
I'm saying years before that.
Nah, because it was
Because
still.
I think it's not
agree with
as it wasn't as common. Like I remember what you're talking about, Dunks, but like that
Like the
Galaxy
second I
shit-
graduated high school, it was all fucked.
that Galaxy shit, like
Yeah, that
you
took
sit
place on
around
another
and like
level,
talk to people
bruh.
from that.
Yeah,
It's like they're telling like war stories.
Yeah. Back like World War II.
Nobody's sitting around and being like, you remember when they jumped into skateboarding?
Right.
Boy.
Right. Because
Like,
I didn't even
but-
think about it until you said it.
But you get people that like locally, people tell stories of Fairlane like they were in Nam.
Bruh.
Yeah, it was.
Bruh. Yeah,
it was
them
just
Galaxy,
the
man.
Galaxy. That was probably their best All-Star game pack to date, but it came at a heavy price. Like it
Bruh.
it did.
It changed
did.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Like,
Because it was like the Kobe's for Nikes were really about to hit in stride. LeBron was in Miami. People starting to hop on LeBron outside of true LeBron fans because the 8s, 9s, and 10s are like the Jordan 11, 12, and 13s.
Mhm.
So if you wasn't in the Jordans before then, and that's what kind of got you on.
yeah.
Like, and then the KD, that was his arguably his best shoe. That kind of hit. So it was just like
every suit I packed,
all signature athletes were hitting their
dunks.
stride with Nike at the same time
Th-
Yeah.
outside their core fan base.
That
Yeah.
was that's like there's generational stuff. I know like because I caught up on a bunch of the episodes that I missed, and you guys were talking about like the blackout that happened here,
Oh, yeah.
and like you guys were able to remember where you were and stuff. Funny story, I was with Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, but so people remember that. People remember where they were at 9/11, and then you get people that remember that All Star, like
Yes.
that Galaxy back, like.
That was sick, man. I mean, for me, because I think the only shoes I was actually trying to go for were the Dunks because I liked the removable swoosh. I only got like one pair out of the three. I didn't like any other shoe. The foams, even now, I'm kind of like, they're not the worst, but they're not the best.
It's
To
crazy.
me-
Like
That shoe was the first shoe to carry an extreme amount of hype. Like in the modern day era.
And I never understood it.
It came from the
Then
modern
and now.
day. That to this, you know what I'm
well,
saying?
even now, do you see people wearing that shoe?
No.
No.
Have you ever seen anyone really wearing?
I might
that
have
shoe?
seen one person that sticker
I
kinda
saw
wearing.
probably see like maybe 9 people wear that shoe since that shoe came out, and that's what going on with.
So it's.
I
just
feel like I wore
is
my
it-
black and gold
is it
ones when I
constantly,
seen the
like,
phone project.
years?
in rotation, like on the resale market, like
Are
they
it
on
kind of have
display?
it kind of has that moments like it'll sell and then it'll be you don't hear from it for a while and then makes his
You know what?
appearances.
I
and
feel
come-
like it's a fruitcake. You know how like people just pass around a fruitcake. Nobody actually eats it. They just regift it. I just feel like that
And-
shoe people just resell it.
and
like,
foams don't age well. So
They don't.
No, especially with any phones with clear soles.
yeah,
Like the 2008.
But it didn't have a
phone.
clear sole though. It was like kind of like
Oh,
a
it's a few
glow
of
in
them
the
that have a
dark.
clear sole.
No, I'm talking about the Galaxy one.
Weathermans have a
Oh,
clear soul.
Oh, don't bring that shit up. It was like that's to me. That's what like that was a turning point because that's when we didn't realize it now, but in hindsight, it's always 2020. Looking back at that event,
Yeah.
now I know why we are now I know why we are where we are today.
you
Yeah,
think
but
that's
I'm just
because of our age? Because I know if you ask like older people, they may Dunks may even remember. Like people probably bring up like the pigeon dunk riot.
Oh yeah,
Like
Was that before or after?
that was on
That
the
was-
come up of SB. What
yeah.
was that, like Pink Box era?
yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's in the 5. That was in the 5 of it, but that was just for. a
That was probably like
small
what
niche,
2005 ish.
But that's what's like. Is this Galaxy thing like hitting home so hard for us because we were here?
I don't think so. I think because it wasn't just for one shoe.
I think I misunderstood the
what it-
question.
Yeah, that
We're
whole
saying when
pack
it
was
got
crazy.
bad, right?
Huh?
But I was kind of just talking about like peaks and lows. You know what I mean?
when
But it was like he's asking like for a specific moment that kind of changed everything.
for the bad.
Yeah.
For like.
So I remember.
Bots.
Because there was
Well,
always
no, check this out. Because I remember going to Pogo.
Discord.
You know Pogo, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember going to Pogo all the time, and it was like no line, no nothing till like the very, very end. And then Revive opened right next door, and all of a sudden Aaron's reselling everything.
They're trying to.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hate, man. I got a couple pair of shoes out there for retail early.
What, Revive?
Yeah.
Revive's a consignment shop. Why'd you get anything out of there retail?
No, I got a.
Are you talking about the consignment?
Well, I'm just
Revive
saying, in my
or-
mind, that's a moment
talking
where I
about
started to see
Revive when they had the
resale take
blog,
over.
when they had the Motorsport
Oh, you both
6s
y'all
and the
talking, I
anniversary
can't
Oh
even-
bag,
no,
'cause
we're
I
talking
admit-
about before that.
You talking about before that? Oh yeah. No,
I'm saying when they split Pogo in half.
Yeah.
Like literally 07, 08.
Right.
They just cut Pogo in half and was like, let's put a New York consignment shop in here. And that was my first introduction to resale.
But to Guru's point, there was always moments of like chaos, right? Because I remember the Gray 11s when they first came out. That was ridiculous. That was the first time I was actually involved.
That was like I said from
craziness.
01. I say the 01 to 05. That Jordan releases. That was like annual chaos. Like you knew that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was like a.
But it didn't seem.
It was to be expected.
Foreign though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it didn't seem weird.
Yeah.
You guys could probably still walk in a Foot Locker and get what you want, but it's been a long time
What?
since I've
Bruh,
been able
I wear
to
size
rig in
15.
there.
When you and your friends hog up the internet bandwidth. How could you say that? Like,
General releases.
I think when shit got real wacky, would have probably been around like the Yeezy, like Nike Yeezy releases.
Yeah, the second one started going insane.
The second one is when like you realize like these stores were not your friends.
Oh, I'll tell you when
And
the
that
stores
is
aren't your
shots all
friends.
sorts fired.
I camped outside of Plus in Farmington Hills for the Tiffany high tops.
See,
right?
now
Why would you do that? I was out of town
I was-
and came back to two pairs waiting for me.
I was younger and disliked SB and whatever. So I camp out 12 hours February, cold as hell. I get my Tiffany's. I go home, I nap, and sleep right through the shock drop right Octobers on Twitter.
Wow. And that's interesting you said that, Francis, because there was a moment in time where you could establish relationships with like managers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like you ain't have to exchange no money. It was just all on the love tip. And then all of a sudden it was like, nah.
that can't everything
And then Mr. Allen's bought
every
Pogo.
downfall or a turn was like money was behind it.
Yep.
With reselling the pack or the Yeezy pack, because I kind of saw shoes reselling at a high level when I stood in line at the Puffer Reds for the Zen Yeezy ones. The dude in front of me got the last pair, wasn't even his size. I was pissed. And what made it even worse, this is where like I heard people talking about I might get online, all my sizes gone. But when the dude from Lansing was in the back and he started to see what his chances looked like, and he started walking up to the front like, yo, if you get this size, I got 400 for you. I got you right now. And it started, people in
That's the
line
move.
started reassessing their things, and that's what kind of like, you just saw like, dang, you don't even want this shoe. It's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, if once he buy his size and he gone, you bought a size that you stuck with. This is before the internet, and you really can get shoes off. Like Nike Talk, you probably could, but it was just that to me. It was really disheartening.
What was it
Right.
back then? Kixify or something? Kick Square?
I mean, it was
Man,
Kids
so
Square,
many different
Sneakerheads.com.
Or
pick
Nike
your own
Talk
shoes.
forums.
Pick your shoes.
Pick your
Yeah.
shoes. Pick your shoes used to have sleepers. You can get
Dog.
light posits. That Oakland, to this day, I ain't forgave myself yet for not buying them Golden State All-Star Game 3 questions on there. They selling them for a year and a half. Went down to like $100. Jason Kidd PEs. And so I wish they could just keep the website out there and got to sell nothing. Just to use it like as an archive of what all the dope say.
I missed out on the Sokol at the Penny 3.
Didn't Bait buy that site?
I slept
isn't
on
that
the
bait?
Paris Dunks for 3K.
I'm not sure I know that bait.
The what now?
That's
I
not talk
slept
about.
on the Paris Dunks for 3K in
What is that?
07.
You said
They're
is
like
that talk
30
about?
now.
No, what he slept on, like going back in time. We can't go down that road. This podcast
yeah.
get real depressing.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I definitely would.
Let's all talk about the stuff we could have bought and we didn't.
I didn't buy my phone posits in 2011 because what? I thought about buying the Xbox and thought I'd come back and the phone posits be there. Like it's just numerous stuff. Like and that's one of my pennies. One of my.
Well, see, that's the saying. Back in the day, like we didn't,
17,
like the resale market wasn't like really a thing. Like it was niches and pockets that you knew you can go. pick your spot.
It let you like I'm finna explain this for our listeners and the people here. Like the problem we have with the resale game isn't that people are getting their money. It's sometimes how they go about it, and then two, it makes you buy a shoe at a certain price before we can wait and get it at a better price. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my Varsity Red 6s for $109 at Foot Locker. I got my 9s from Puffer Reds for like $110. Like it was days you can wait and just get the shoe, or you can just get shoes you generally like and then have to worry about looking over your shoulder. Do I need to buy this shoe right now? Because if I in a week or two come back, like you could accept they not having your size.
But
for
people
the
are
shoes
weird
gone,
now too, though, because they'll be like, "I don't want this shoe because it didn't sell out." I'm like, "What type of dumbass logic is that? Like, do you like the shoe? Like, should be the only question to ask right there." Like
the shoe,
like these shoes still sitting like ducks. Like, and you care because
but the shoe selling out lets you know that you're not the only one with it.
Duh.
Like
no, but people are like mad that they're not selling out. Like they're mad that it's still at the store, And I'm like, dog, is the shoe dope enough for you to like it? Yes or no? That should be the only question you ask yourself. If you are buying a shoe because you think it's going to sell out.
What's the last shoe you bought that didn't sell out? Let's all answer this.
I guess the Bel Air 5s, apparently.
Oh, you don't want mine. You don't know mine. White and
I'll
silver.
I'll let that slide.
No,
but
I'll tell you, them Jumpman Pro joints. They just came back out.
Oh, the black and white ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to grab them too. They went on sale for $109.
I remember, shout out to one look at Lister. He gave me so much shit. We was in Dallas.
He gave me something about my feelers, my Grand Hill 97s too.
And
in Atlanta.
Everybody's like trying to like go to these sneaker boutiques and whatnot. First, you was there when I bought those Jumpman Pro Clicks, and I was so geeked. Shout out to what's my man name?
Francis
Polo and
is
J's.
scared because the question's coming to him next.
No, shout out to Polos and J's though, because he gave me I think he had like a $30 discount or some shit. Anyway, I was so geeked to get those shoes because when you grew up, Jordan Brand first became a thing. Like, they was hot. They started off hot.
The Team Jordans were just as good as the retro Jordans.
Yes.
And on top of that, the NBA players were wearing the Team
The
Jordans.
Eddie Jones,
I'm
Jumpman
getting,
Pro
I'm
Clicks.
getting those black and white ones because Cincinnati basketball team, what they went, like, they were the first North Carolina. Like, they, to be honest with you, they was the black North Carolina because they was wearing the heat. Because they weren't, them in California was like the first school to be Jordan Brand
nice.
schools. Yeah, Kenyon Martin was on there, so they was wearing 12s, and like that's what made me get those, the Team Jordan, Jumpman 1 Pros, and all the those college days is what made me get in it. Somebody like, you getting them? I'm like, yes, because of what they mean.
Yeah, one look Lister tried to climb. I'm like, dog, you can climb, you want
Hey,
to.
Eddie Jones wore like, what you?
These are hot. Dog.
Yeah,
Like, look. I was like, yo, like I'm not about to buy $1,000 pair of shoes.
Last shoe I bought that didn't sell out. My white and silver. Answer 5s. That was on sale. I just bought them.
Hey, what was the last shoe that I bought?
$59 was my.
Mine was the Pegasus Trail 2.
Actually, I'm kind of shocked by this. The LeBron 7 Fairfax joints. Them bitches set.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, I'm
And
happy.
shout out to all the collectors that were pissed. They were so pissed by a number of those drops. Because here they didn't spend like racks on these shoes just for
But I was patient because I saw them shoes on a couple times on eBay on Fairfax. Like I want it for this price.
See,
I want it for that. And
this
then
is what-
bam, the opportunity came. I was able to get them through you for
Now, granted,
almost half.
it's two different brands, and I put up air quotes when I say that. But Nike Basketball, Jordan Brand, right? So Nike Basketball released at least some limited exclusive LeBron 7 colorways, right? Fairfax and even the MVP joints were kind of sort of in that realm as well. So Jordan Brand is coming back out with these college PEs. Like they're dropping the Oregon Ducks, except it's not officially the Oregon Ducks.
Because they don't want to piss off the people who paid $30,000.
But see,
No.
that's bullshit.
I don't think it's that. I think it's something that have to do. I mean, it can be. I feel like they would have to pay the school. They'd rather pay the school off a shoe that's not going to sell versus off a shoe that's going to almost sell out or have an 8% sell through. Because when you have that logo on it, they still got to get the shoes money. So if I put your logo on a Pegasus, that shoe's not going to sell, so I ain't going to come out
Nike
my money.
Basketball, they have to pay Fairfax.
They're
What?
doing a series with Pegasus
You said
College
Fairfax?
Series.
Yeah,
It's a high school thing.
It's a real big high school.
Yeah, but they'll give them, but they'll shoot one a lot. For as Jordans, they thinking they're gonna make more quantity of. LeBron's aren't gonna have the same quantity those Fairfaxes as those Jordan 5s.
Shit, I can't tell because they're still sitting like ducks. But to some people, that's how people put it. But no, like I mean, and I get your point. Like it probably is a licensing thing. It's just still annoying. It's like, dog, like we all know what you're shooting for. Just fucking drop it, dog.
Actually, I take that back because they did it with the 12s.
What 12s?
The Michigan 12s. We did the thing for.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
whoa.
they
So there you go.
did. So they did. So I don't know why. I don't
Yeah.
know if they wrote the check that time that money came out too much of their pocket.
I
They
really
could be
think
cheap.
it's just to not
That's why
piss
nobody
off.
phone
The
posit-
material, the first of all, that 12 was trash.
Yeah, I just don't buy. That's why I don't buy Phone Posit Pros because
And I hate saying that 'cause it is a Michigan shoe.
I'd rather Penny get his money with the ones. So that's why I don't buy Pros.
I did buy that one pair, but it was like 60% off. Like, you supposed to say
that's
no to
why I
that?
don't buy the Pros because Penny don't get no royalties.
Shout out to Brian, by the way. Remember we went to the outlet?
Oh yeah.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, so I just was like, yo, like just drop the shoe. Like honestly, I get it, the collectors and whatever, but bump all that. I don't care. I'm trying to get that shoe. Like I'm not worried about me personally. I'm not worried about the collectors have or don't have. I'm straight on that. First of all, I don't want to say it like that because I understand as
Speaking
a
of
collector, you want to have some rare
collectors,
shit. But
I just copped a shoe I've been hunting since 2003.
What's that?
It's in America, Ellington 1. It's a skate shoe.
Oh, I
It's
saw
really
you
great.
post that.
So a lot of sneakerheads like don't really know what's going on, but it's cool because like hashtags and social media, Instagram, I have like all bunch of like skaters or like people that aren't in my network reaching out to me, like asking questions, telling me how like historic that is. But that's my longest sneaker hunt of all time. It was like 16, 17 years or something.
Right.
But I actually got it from Eric Ellington, so shout out to him for sending them my way.
But I do want to circle back to that Adidas got that confirmed app. So I guess, I mean, it's always been there. They've had it since 2015.
So when they originally had it, it was mostly a Chicago, New York thing.
Okay.
Like sign up for exclusive releases, from my understanding.
Right.
Kind of like Sneaker Stash, except Adidas is like the slower little brother who had their own separate app for it, right?
Okay.
And then they launched their they revamped their regular Adidas amp, which was just enter the raffle.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, they're abandoning that system, and they're using the Witherspoon to push the rebirth of Confirmed.
Yeah, because I was trying to read the article on Hypebeast, but it was just like,
It's pretty much the exact same system, but it's not like you have to be in New York or Chicago.
yeah.
It's just you have to download another app.
So this is so they revamped it to kind of make it more compatible with the sneakers app, or competitive with the sneakers app.
That's my guess.
Yeah. I feel like the sneakers app could be more interactive than it is, but you know,
I hate the sneakers app.
I think everybody hates the sneakers app right now. Everybody's constantly taking L's. Like I don't like
It's
anybody get those
I
three
literally
I
like
wanna
the
see-
casino. You know what I mean? Like,
you know how it shows you the list of stuff you've purchased?
Yeah.
I wish it would show you the list of stuff you couldn't buy.
my purchase list is sick.
Dog. That list would be a mile long. I say, what'd you say, Don?
His
My
list is
purchase list will make you sick.
Yeah, that's why people hate you. Like
I don't run my main account on bots. I refuse to taint it. It's a theory I have.
You a reseller with a soul. Like that just seems like an oxymoron.
I need.
Well,
those-
no, it's statistically. I don't want to risk them
okay. So
catching
there's no
on.
morality behind it.
Right?
Okay.
No, because it's like an OG
Okay.
account that's been buying since
So the
since
point
they
still
lost
stands.
since
Resellers
they
have no
launched the
soul.
thing. I don't want to risk running a clean account through a bot.
I need those Union 4s. You know.
Do you?
The guavas or the blacks?
I'll take either.
I say guava.
Come on, Francis.
No, I really do want them. So
No,
like,
serious
so
question. Are you
disappointed.
going to pull the tongue up?
fuck yeah.
I've seen a lot of pictures of people rocking it as is.
No,
Trash.
no, I'm not doing that.
Dog, Francis,
They have a
what?
simple. No, hold on. I'm gonna address his tongue thing. and
Okay.
then I don't,
Okay.
I'm gonna cut it because I don't set the P. What was your comment?
No, I'm just so disappointed. Like, dog, like, what about that shoe is appealing?
I just like it. So I don't
hate it,
I don't
but
know-
it's definitely not as cool or impressive as
No.
the first one.
I don't know
but
what rock you botters live under, but I need somebody to help. me.
Discord.
Discord is like the deep.
So check it
fucking
out.
Web,
I
bro.
believe.
don't-
So here, check this out. I believe Union, the site, is dropping on the 29th, and then there's going to be a global drop at all the other stores in September. But Union is Shopify.
Please,
So if anyone plans
please,
on running, probably Dashie, Project Destroyer, so
please don't tell me any of this stuff. Just tell me I
You
got
stand
you.
no chance.
Okay, then.
I have no chance.
Pretty much for the Shopify drop.
Uh-huh.
Cyber's gonna eat.
What was
Kodai's
that?
gonna eat.
What's that, Dumb and
Who?
Dumber? Like, so you saying that?
Also, no. What we're saying is that if we
I'm saying one store is dropping them on the 29th. It's Union, right? I don't
Okay.
even think I stand a chance with. I mean, I'll be running Project Destroyer Dashie. I'm scared about the bigger bots.
Does
right
anybody
now.
know what he just said?
Not a damn.
Okay.
right.
I'm a
pretty
little.
sure-
I'm a
So
little
he
shark in
said-
the
He's
ocean,
speaking.
and I'm
He's speaking in
scared.
code to the
no. So
other botters out
what
there.
he's saying is that like my sheriff department doesn't stand a chance because the FBI and everybody else is going to be there. That's basically what he's saying. That's basically what he said.
I need you to dumb it down.
That's
One
basically what he said.
website's dropping, right? And it's Shopify, which is easily bottable. And there's like 30 bots that are
Hold on.
Shout to
compatible.
Shopify.
Their stock's killing it right now. They actually did a special thing today, like shoetrees.com or something.
Yeah.
The head of IT or whatever, the guy who's fighting bots, he's been corresponding with bot developers and being interactive with the community, and he just bought 20 shoes off Stadium Goods and did a first come first serve on his own custom website today.
What you just said to me, all I pictured was Neo in the Matrix fighting robots.
Excellent.
That's what I don't know what.
I speak fast because I don't have my own resale segment, and I slip it in, but I got a few listeners who are probably listening like, fuck yeah, this is the shit I'm trying to hear.
Jesus Christ, the shit I'm fucking fast forwarding through. This doesn't make sense to me.
I'll keep slipping it in.
Oh, pause.
I have not he said there's Shopify is one. I was about to pull out an abacus and
So
just try
check
to
it out.
follow
You
what's
got
going on
you
right
got
now.
Nike, and they have their own checkout platform. It's
Nike?
custom to Nike.
Nike.
Okay.
Like
Gotcha.
Nike's checkout platform,
Take
it's
away-
unique.
Nike takeaway too.
right? Adidas, they're demand wear. They share it with Yeezy Supply. That's
three.
demand wear is their checkout, right?
Take away 4.
Most mom and pop shops, boutiques, stores we're used to,
Yeah.
that Shopify checkout.
Carry to 6.
Okay.
The only thing similar to Shopify would be Stripe, and that's
5.
mostly digital products.
Stripes 6.
Bro, it's hard for me to talk.
4.
with
I
you
was gonna
that,
say
but-
like you doing such a good job. Like
but
I don't
then
even know
you've
how you
got-
stay focused.
But then you have all the foot sites like Foot Locker, Foot Action, Eastbay Champs. They're all the same checkout platform.
Okay.
And I'm saying Union LA, that's going to drop the 29th. They're Shopify.
And which is easily bottable.
Yes, or you can
Okay.
even
Kansas.
you can even use a Chrome extension on.
So
on
they all have it.
Shopify.
Y'all have absolutely no chance.
And then
of getting the
Supreme
shoe.
has their own checkout
4?
platform as well.
There you go.
And then Mesh for the European sites.
5.
That's mesh. Is mesh easily bottable too?
You got, at this point, you need a European address to have Nike products shipped, so I stopped even tampering.
All right. So at least
Tangerine.
Let me
Yes.
just say this too. Like in no way, shape, or form am I endorsing bots. I'm just letting y'all know y'all have no chance. Like,
And I agree, no one likes it here, but I'm trying to attract more listeners, so I'm going to drop a little knowledge.
Speaking of which, and this made me think about since you brought up the Union Forest, StockX made an article, and basically the premise of the article is I think it was talking about how Air Jordan 4s are like really high right now, and it was saying it's due to collaborations. And my whole thing is like, and at no point did it, in that article, like I don't know what 12-year-old wrote this article, but in no point in this article did it mention like the availabilities and the production numbers of the shoe, which contribute highly to a lot of the resale value of said shoes. Like they mentioned Eminem 4s, like as if there's an abundance of Eminem 4s out there, dumbass.
There were 2 releases, right?
Of the Eminem 4s?
Yeah,
1.5.
I'll take it. There was
There's
that
2
recent.
releases.
There was that recent stunt where he wore them on SNL, and it was like a slightly different shade, and StockX had them.
Oh, you talking about the blue joints?
Yes.
Yes,
You're
I'm talking about the
ones?
black ones.
Oh, okay.
There's like 12 pairs in there, and they're like,
there-
oh man, it's going for 30,000. Like, why the fuck do you think they're going for
There's
30,000?
way more pairs in the world than people realize.
What, there's black
Of the-
Eminem
of
4s?
The Carhartts, yeah.
Okay. How many more?
There's a few hundred.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Interesting.
Yes.
Hmm.
I take
That or
that.
that or StockX is letting fakes through again.
No, take that on very good authority that there is closets full of them still in places.
Oh, okay. I just learned something. Even still, like, even with the hundreds, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm reading an article and I'm like, and I read it. I'm like, okay, at some point, bring up production numbers, availability, because that contributes to demand. None of it. No, the reason these shoes are doing good because of collabs. I'm like, no, they're not. Bruh. No, not to say that like name doesn't.
Union has some other Jordans coming out. Aren't there other shoes in the pack?
There's
The
that
Delta?
the Delta.
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
I
bet
would
those
have
won't
liked the
sell out.
Delta if it wasn't that mid. I would have taken
I
the
don't
Delta
hate
low.
it, but
I'm saying name means something, but let's be honest though. Like a lot of it has to do with the rareness of the shoe,
For the unions?
just in general. Like when they do these collabs.
I feel like the collabs have given you a different take on the shoe outside of the company's normalcy of how they put out shoes.
But
I think
not
that's
all of
what
them
it-
are
you know,
dope.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the laziest collabs are the OVO ones.
Yes.
Easily.
All right,
But
I thought I was gonna
I-
get attacked. I'm glad everyone agreed. I
Easily.
said
But
that.
I
was
like the
scared when I
12s
said that,
though.
too.
Ooh, stingray leather. Like
I mean I still like it.
Wait.
though.
We'll do a black one and a white one.
I like it too though. I mean I still like. To me it was still cool though. It served his.
it was alright. In
Yeah.
hindsight, it was like okay.
The
I
ones
still
that
don't-
the ones that didn't release are like the best ones.
Yeah, of course. That's how they go.
Yeah, like because even if you look at like the snakeskin 11s, like those are super basic. but, like,
Actually, no. I would say DJ Khaled's threes.
Yeah, it's because
Oh
those look
my
just like
God.
I can't.
Oh my
OVOs
God.
were still nice and quality.
At least they were different.
Yeah,
Like,
the OVOs they really just.
DJ Khaled just put "We the Best" on the back and just called it a day.
But
the
I like
quality's there though.
the blue threes. I'm
Swear to
looking forward to
God,
getting
man.
those. Those come out in September, right? Didn't they already come out? Like I think for like it had like a
The Royal Threes come
half
out in
release.
Europe.
I was gonna say, like, was it an official release? Or
Yeah.
No, they dropped in Europe.
Oh, they dropped in Europe and then now they drop it in the fall.
The
here.
shipping's all fucked up. Like the Chicago Dunks are about to drop this week, and we haven't even had Terrors or Laser Oranges officially drop yet.
Okay.
I just don't-
Speaking of, me and Francis were just talking pre-show about Laser Orange and how, personally, I was saying I think it's one of the worst quality controls SB has slipped through recently.
That's a very low bar too.
I'm not arguing that. Glue stains galore.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't have a pair in hand, but just from like online and talking to people, all the sneaker reviews, I've never seen so many complaints about a Dunk other than these laser oranges.
The plums are pretty bad too.
Honestly, I disagree. I'm not saying plums have quality control. It's just a different shade, so a lot of people are pissed. That's how I feel.
Get ready for people complaining about the Civilist Dunks too.
I already don't like them that much. I
No,
want that
just
in the
as far
bio
as
about
the-
this episode.
As far as the QCs too.
Since we're talking about hot
Oh,
sellers
you know,
right now.
and a hot topic. Did Nike steal this heating up temperature thing from customizers?
They would have done it.
I mean,
years
first of all,
ago.
they've been stealing ideas from customizers.
I agree.
However, customizers
This is my one note I
didn't
have
to
necessarily
bring
up
come up
tonight.
with
Did
that.
they steal that
on
from
the Air Force One? That New
hypercolor
York
shirts
Air
in the
Force One.
90s?
Thank you. Like, that's not a new premise, but
They did on the New York Air Force Ones a while ago.
Yeah,
Those-
the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
yeah. So this ain't nothing new.
Okay.
Oh, happened.
Fair.
That guy.
But no. But Nike is known for stealing from, like the whole the phones with the military print.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even shout out to FPCC Bay Area. He came with the 3M6s like years ago.
I think
all of a
he's the one
sudden-
who's saying that Nike was biting.
They've been biting.
Yeah, for the whole heating technology. Or he's got
Well,
it.
you could look no further than your own co-host.
Me, I'm a fan of his, but I'm careful what I say about
Guru,
him.
this guy.
I mean,
Oh yeah, they've been stealing Guru's
This
ideas
is,
since like 2017.
so
Or I've been telling them if they're listening, I want a Mario Luigi low top, high top SB dunk pack.
Just how Guru said it.
Yeah, Guru. Can you put that out there?
Mario Luigi SB pack.
Nope, you get Guru to say it.
Go ahead,
For
Guru.
some reason, they don't listen to him.
Guru, say it.
what? What dunk pack?
Mario and Luigi.
LeBron 7 Hardware Classic. The suede ones.
2 weeks from now, we're gonna go on Sneaker Bar Detroit.
Those were actually supposed to big
Coming
drop. They're supposed to
soon.
drop in the spring, man. Those were supposed to drop in the spring. We never got them. But
Speaking of anticipated sneakers to come out, the new Under Armour MB1.
oh my boy, Dame Lillard trashed them. They look like some Kyrie's. He said that.
As soon as he said that, I was
was
like,
like,
I
oh,
mean,
yeah.
not that we weren't all thinking it, but for
I
him to
was
say it
just
out
like,
loud, I'm like,
I would say this though, like all sincerity, happy for him that he got his own signature line. That opportunity within itself, I could never laugh at him at.
yes.
We laugh because not because he has the opportunity, is the lack of creativity will go
At
wrong
Under Armour.
with
Oh
Under
my
Armour
God.
with that shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
It looked like the Micro G Spawns they've been doing and stuff
Right.
like it's just like.
First of all, we could talk about the
And how
silhouette.
long he been on there though?
And he
He's
just
been on
now,
it for like
this
3
what you come
years.
up with?
Like
Not only can we talk about the silhouette, but the colorway. I'm like, man, the reveal. This
How-
is the colorway, y'all.
couldn't even give him a Sixers colorway.
Dog, I'm
Couldn't
sitting
give
there
him his
like,
home, his country where he's from in Africa.
like,
home colorway. Like
almost blue, white, red, and blue can almost help you sell the shoe because that's a good color combination, right?
You guys see those French Kith colorway?
The
The Air
who?
Force One.
We still talking about the MBs. What you doing?
I just heard blue, white,
Man.
red.
Bro, man, you must have like several trapper keepers. Bro. You flipping through these subjects, bro.
I missed a week.
but not for real. But I did too. I wasn't here last week either. But
But no, these them MBs.
Trick showed up last week.
Yes, you missed it. I just man, and shout out to Chris Henderson, C Hendo on Instagram and YouTube and whatnot. He out there doing his thing, but he got an early look. Under Armour sent him a pair, and yeah, Under Armour just cause I've never seen a brand have such a consistent problem for such a long time.
Are we only talking about Under Armour because they're still trying to go to their parties?
I still want to go to the parties.
Okay, cool.
I mean, this just probably ain't helping, but you know,
Constructive criticism never hurt anyone.
they're not really into constructive
you ever look
criticism.
no further than 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
Well,
If you want the constructive criticism, Agent Orange will definitely tell you that doesn't go well for some people.
nah, Kevin Plank can't handle it, I guess, because man, great parties, bad shoes. Like I don't understand it. Like maybe they need to have their party planner design some shoes.
Maybe they need to stop designing shoes at their party.
I don't know. I just
Nah, no, you start getting new colors and blonde laces.
But why would you not come out with a Philadelphia 76ers colorway of that shoe for the initial rollout?
Is that
Always
shoe
put your
even-
best foot forward.
Is that shoe even available?
Not yet.
This is a basketball player shoe.
Yeah.
That's probably why I can't follow.
You ever seen the shoe, though?
No, we're going to show it
Pull
to
it
you.
up, yeah, pull it up. I want to know,
show
I
it
want to see
you.
Francis' initial
Hold
thoughts.
on. We're going to show it to you.
Because the first thing I did think, too, is like, oh, those some new Kyries? Wait a minute. That's an Under Armour logo.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And watching the designer so proud, like, I feel bad for the designer because he's obviously proud of himself.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
But, bro,
You might want to sell a couple pair of shoes to get these.
What the fuck is that?
you don't want them unions no more, do you?
Let me see that again. The fuck is that? It's like it looks like a Kyrie.
Yeah. The Kyrie 3, actually, the bottom really looks like the Kyrie 3. That's the Kyrie 3 bottom.
Yep.
I know, because they hurt my feet when I hooped in a pair. So.
That's terrible.
And I wasn't that impressed with the Kyrie 3s to begin with because I thought it was some
his
basic
have no
ass shoes.
color. Kyrie had the best colorways. But the Kyrie 7, you seen that?
Kyrie
Boy, these a run for their money. Hold on.
Do they? I ain't seen them yet.
Hold on. They get these a run for their money.
Oh, speaking of, since we looking into the future, the Jordan 35s.
I like that you said future. It takes me to my next topic after.
Go
this.
for it.
No, it's just speaking of 35s, and then we'll get on that.
Is it confirmed they're 35s?
Not yet, but we're going to speculate as if it is.
Oh, boy.
Fair.
These Kyrie 7s.
Let me see your phone, bro.
I'd wear those.
Hold on. Hold on, bro.
I'd wear these.
Coming arguably his best shoe, possibly.
I love
Okay,
all
The
that can be-
sevens, they look just like the sixes.
No, they look just like a 4s and 5s. That's what they just
Bro,
look
they
like.
still got that heel thing
Yeah,
on the back.
4 or 5.
They
Yeah.
still,
I'm loving all the visual references for audio podcast.
Absolutely. That's what we do best.
they still got the heel counter from the sixes. They got the teeth. Well, they always have the teeth. I don't know, man. That's basic as fuck. But I will say this, though. At least it's a better colorway than what they gave Joel Embiid.
I mean, it's
This
almost
shoe.
all black.
Huh? Well, that's my point. They could at least did that.
Yeah, this shit terrible.
That was just dumb. Under Armour stay doing stupid stuff, and I don't understand, bro.
Here's another colorway. That's the one I was like, yeah. Underwhelming.
I'd wear that.
I'm good. I'm straight. I don't need no more
You
pictures.
mentioned a 35, and I'm struggling even picturing what a 34 looks like.
34s I thought were dope.
You never seen the 34?
They got that
Bro,
the plate. The
I'm
side
sure I
plate.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if
I
anybody ain't
was
seen
about
the
to say,
34, it's been
that's what I'm about to
Francis.
say, yeah.
He just sees so many shoes, he don't know. He don't remember anymore. No, I know.
This is a 34.
Let me see this thing. Oh, yeah, that thing. Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah.
But
The
the
34s I thought were
They
dope.
look comfortable.
Dog, they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
very-
pictures that leaked. Do you think? I mean, if it's
Not-
a 35, are you content?
No.
Me
Here's what
neither.
I would say either. Here's what I would say. Jordan Brand lately has been doing this thing where, like, they recycle a lot of the same design elements.
Well,
from
the
previous
31s
model.
and the 32s kind of like you could see the inspiration, right?
As far as what?
Like design from like the 1s and the 2s.
Yes.
The
Even
30
the 33s, I saw
Right,
a
but
little
the
bit.
34 is none, right?
These
Yeah, I
are
didn't see any.
35s?
So with the 35s,
Allegedly.
if this is the 35, I'm
Oh,
even more
not bad.
disappointed than I was
look
in
like
the
a-
34.
look like
I
a
like
real-
the 34, but I don't like that they stopped the theme they had going.
Yeah.
The
I agree.
35.
And I thought they would have picked it up.
The 35. Yeah, I see. It looked like the Emmitt Smith Reeboks.
The 35s, they damn, no, I can't even unsee that shit. Now, so.
It looked like the Emmitt Smith Reeboks.
God damn it.
I'd wear that.
Yeah.
No, but like the 34s, why I agree with you. Why they didn't stick to that thing, and I thought they were gonna do that. I'm like, yo, because now
Like they pulled it off, but it's like I don't.
you have a
feel
good
like,
foundation for at
yeah.
least another 30
But
years.
this
'cause
big
you got-
old gap with this eclipse plate.
The 35s don't look nothing like the 5s. It's like nothing about that ties it to the 5s. I at least thought they would keep the little flame or the teeth, the shark teeth on
Yeah.
there.
And these have a thick sole, so it's gonna be hard for players to really get because the thicker the shoe, the less center of gravity you have when you're crossing over. So when you're trying to make a shoe that's good for big fellas and men, which you accomplish with the 34s,
Yeah,
this making a sole that
34s
thick,
are like the perfect
yeah,
basketball
the
shoe.
third that thick is gonna be in. You definitely gotta wear insoles because you hooping them. They feel good, but you can't get shin splints. Like my heel was hurting, but once I switched my insole, it was better. But
34s are just awesome. Honestly, I can't even tell you which ones are better between the 34s and the LeBron 17s. I guess it depends on the
they
player.
both on par. They both on par.
Like
I
I
feel
like
like
how
the
the
34s
34s
were a
look
little bit
better.
more. They're a little bit more.
34s,
ventilated.
They're more
Yes.
futuristic.
Yeah, a little bit. I would
looking.
give them that, but
and they're so goddamn light.
the
God, they so
the
light.
17s I can wear a little bit longer throughout the day than the 34s, because no matter if I stand or lean, the airbag kind of with the articulated airbag in the front, it kind
I
of.
would agree with you.
That's why I would say.
I would
look.
agree with you. I I can't even
But
disagree
yeah,
with you.
a quick note I wanted to slip in. You said futuristic, and I was thinking. So recently we had that Road Warrior drop. That was like a $500 ridiculous shoe that not many people liked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of talking to myself here, but that's like a new branch of Nike called ISPA, correct?
Yes.
Is that a new
And-
branch of Nike?
Well,
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know what.
Technology.
Doesn't that
yeah.
fall under sportswear or no?
I'm gonna go on a tangent. Heist Navidi just wrote an article comparing it to ACG and saying, is it the new ACG?
No.
Okay.
Now, ACG is all conditions gear. ISPA or ISPA, I don't even know what we're calling it, is improvise, scavenge, protect, and adapt.
Okay.
And I was like looking at it in depth and kind of thinking like, oh, is this replacing it? But it seems like they're going down two different paths more. So like all conditions gear is still like hiking outdoor
Yeah.
gear, and this is more like futuristic, mix everything together.
I love the ACG shit. So
But I like that ISPA is kind of like going down that route, or putting
It's
out.
hella expensive though, because the
Yeah.
last year that came out was like
Well,
what, $500.
That was just one of their many models that have come out. It's just like.
But
just
what made
recently,
it $500 though? What about that shoe was $500?
I don't
is
know.
that ninja shoe, right?
Yeah.
Because
I
you
mean,
got a
they'll
pair of
claim
socks
it
with
was
them.
just a mix of all their
You got-
best
You got a pair of
technologies.
socks with them.
With the socks were like $400.
Yes, because they're ninja toed, so you got like
Shut the
special
fuck.
ninja socks in there.
What?
Yeah, think about it.
But-
If it splits your toes, how are you gonna wear it with socks?
Point
No,
was,
I get you.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah.
they come with special socks that.
But
have the-
$500 though.
I'm just saying.
Well, point was, anyone who thinks ISPA is replacing ACG, it's not. But it looks like
It's
they're
like
going to be
a
putting out a lot more
Week supply of
items.
stand socks. What?
What?
What did you say?
What is?
Now stand socks be like $20, and I'll be like, the fuck for it.
I think they're going to put out some silhouettes at cheaper price points. So we saw a couple, which I can't name because they've just recently caught my attention. But there's been a few like React this or React
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Those ISPA reacts.
Is
are
Max still
pretty
out
cool.
there? She good?
Yeah.
He does not
Just
look
saying.
like.
Yeah, I know. At first, I'm like, oh, what?
Well, I saw someone sitting there. I was like, I should double check, make sure that.
Okay, yeah.
I just saw a human. I was like, no, I should make sure. I should identify the human.
That's always good.
No, I was thinking about this too the other day because you got New Balance trying to get a basketball shot. By the way, I do like Kawhi's shoe.
His first one
The
was
bounce.
better. The Omni one was better than the one he got right now.
I don't know. I wasn't that sold on the
Yes,
Omnis.
yes.
The Omnis are kind of basic.
He
as
had
fuck.
that Jordan color, right? He had that one colorway with the logo on
They
it.
had multiple colorways of that shoe.
There's one that skyrocketed. Do you know what I'm talking
The
about?
which one? What?
I think it was a Jordan high top with his logo on the heel.
The one?
I think so.
From the Think 16 pack?
Possibly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Fucking that. Yes, that shoe. Skyrocket is an understatement.
What do you think those are at right now?
I know what they're at.
I'm kindly asking what are those at. I mean, it's gonna hurt me here.
They're at like 2,000 to 3,000 right now.
Whoa,
I was
who?
Yeah.
Those Think 16 Kawhi ones.
Oh, yeah.
I had a
Okay.
hard time describing it, but I knew Francis knew what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
With him here, my power is unstoppable.
That,
I can get all my thoughts out with him.
wow.
You guys don't understand half the shit I'm talking about.
I
I'm
don't understand half
aware.
the shit you don't talk about. So
See, he just panders to you. I refuse to. I'll at least be honest with you. Let you know that
I just want to be heard.
I hear you.
Thank you guys.
You mentioned you wanted to bring up Future, and I was like, is he dropping a new album? And then you started talking about ISPAs, and I was like, fuck.
I do like
So hold on,
Kawhi's new
is
shoe.
it pronounced ISPA?
That's how I'm pronouncing it.
I'm going with it.
I hate being the guy that pronounces shit.
Yeah, I don't
Every
know.
episode I pronounce something wrong, and I'm just like trying
Yeah, I
real
don't
hard
know,
to
like,
make a point of it.
No, I spent 2 years calling Mosh Moshe. So yeah, so don't feel too bad.
And for Bot World, a lot of people don't know if it's Dash or Dashy, but for the record, I'm calling it Dashy.
What?
A little Shopify bot.
What?
Pass.
I, I will say this though. I like the Kawhis. I like the colorway, even though it has nothing to do with the Clippers colorway. But yeah, still, the colorway I saw, which was like white, black, blue, gold. I thought it was dope. I do like the fact that New Balance is getting into basketball. I just like, Puma's trying to make it a reemergence. They came off the Sham God joints, which I thought were
like
dope. I thought it was a clean ass shoe. Not too many people went after them, at least from what I saw.
Francis just showed me one of the ISPAs at a cheaper price point. What was that, the React something?
This is the Flow 2020.
How
See,
much they going for?
I went for them, but I didn't try too hard, or I wasn't botting it. I just entered.
I need a better
manually.
colorway. Honestly,
Yeah, they got them in other colors.
it seems like every running shoe comes in vote now.
I mean, yeah, because they're running shoes, and you got to be able to see.
No, what? Why?
Hey, I got to dip early, but last thing I want to slip in before I leave.
Pause.
These upcoming
Hey.
dunk disrupts.
Yeah.
These women's dunk disrupts.
Yeah.
It looks like a dunk on a platform.
Yeah.
My name's Dunks, and I do not approve of these dunks.
Let me
Can I
see.
see that? The fuck is
those
that?
are horrible.
It's coming in 3 colorways.
I just love how he had the phone like
it's
right in Guru's face.
He wasn't paying attention, so I was showing you guys.
That's all right. That's exactly right there.
No, don't dust the trash though. I agree with you. Those are bad. Those are bad.
To each his own, man. I'm starting to say call people trash because some things I like people.
I mean, I
like
say it
don't
facetiously.
discuss.
Maybe I should.
Not only these dunk disrupts, but we got the off-white rubber dunks. They're calling it. It's another butcher of the silhouette.
I'm over Off-White, honestly, dog.
Really?
He's been doing this. Oh my god, dog. Like
Yeah, those rubber dunks are trash.
he's starting to turn into Just Don to me. But
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
he's starting. I said
He's
he's starting
done
to.
enough to not be a just done.
He hasn't sold his name out for a shoe.
That is true.
Virgil hasn't sold his name out to a shoe yet.
I mean, yeah,
And Just Don did that. You can say he did it,
but
he did.
yeah, I mean, but I'm talking about far as the design.
Right. All right. My baby girl about to go. You about to go? All right.
Did her
Have my
Uber
phone.
show
Get
up?
the money. Hand me my phone though.
Did her lift come?
No, her mother came. Bye, baby girl. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you came to say bye. I love you too.
Did Dunks like officially leave?
Yeah.
He left his phone. Or
You know how to get down? Okay. Bye, baby girl.
He'll be back.
bye Dunks.
Yeah, that's all I was talking to. I was talking to Dunk the entire time.
Bye baby girl.
Hilarious. Anyway,
When I walked out, you're talking about Virgil. I think he just signed his first skater to Louis Vuitton. I think they're going to design a skate shoe.
Hopefully he paid him more. Hopefully he paid him more than $50.
man, I love how you put two and two together.
I'm probably going to butcher his name, but I think it's Lucian Clark, something like that.
That's exactly what we need in this world is a $800 retail skater shoe.
That is ridiculous.
Bet you won't kickflip in it.
Yeah, because all.
Actually, I just saw a picture. Someone skated the shit out of the Chunky Dunks, which it's kind of cool to see nice shoes skated up. I'm sure you guys don't relate, but
You know, shout out to who. You know, what, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully they got it at retail.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I want to know,
Yeah.
like, the people that do that, do they get seated or
what do you mean?
are they given those pairs?
Well, I know I know there's like a few skaters that'll get like the Ray Guns went to a few of the skaters for the Plus Skate Shop,
Yeah, so like,
but I think they still paid retail.
because I know like there was a dude that's out there. I forgot his IG, but he skates all like the hype shit, like the Dior's and the off.
Oh, Blueberry something.
Yeah, like
He got exposed wearing fakes at one point,
Nice.
all right.
but he's also been sent stuff from Virgil, so it's like, you know, when everything you wear is hype, you're bound to get some funny stuff going on when you're taking gifts from different people.
Here's my thing though.
I mean,
with-
you've been in the sneaker game long enough. We come across one. So I mean, it's inevitable unless you're Mark Parker. So
yeah.
or
I just
John
d-
Wexler.
I do wish though. I will say if I had to just speak on anything sneaker related overall, I just wish people would get more into other stuff. Cause I feel like there's a lot of dope shoes. I just feel like everybody just kind of sticks to Jordans and Nike. Like Asics been killing it. Like
I
all
love
year.
Asics. Always have.
All
I
year.
don't own a pair, but I agree I need one.
And so
They had a dog sell on eBay. I got a pair for $28. Gel Diablos. I want to get this Kanyo 17. It's like basically like they Vapor Max with gel all the way through. That's definitely what I want to get. And this is where is this at? Right here. Put in my bookmarks.
This is making great audio.
it is.
Yeah, it is.
No, I was looking up, but I do want to. Last week we talked about Skechers. I don't know if anybody heard that story about the lady that threw the shoes.
Yeah,
And
she had to wear a mask in the store.
yeah, which is just
I know it was stupid. She had to wear a mask, right?
I know. Like to throw a pair of shoes though. Like the lady from the video, she looked like she was well into her 40s, 50s. You know, so
You can't take away her God-given right to breathe clean air.
and then spew out her virus on everybody else.
Are you making assumptions about her life? She has the virus?
No, I'm just saying though. Like that's the point of wearing a mask though. Like to kind of keep your germs to yourself.
Looks like
And not
someone
just-
listens to the governor.
I think I was hearing they're trying to get us down to as low as a 5%
These are Asics. I
positive
was talking
test
about
rate.
the gel all the way through. This blue pair nice though.
Yeah, a little better.
What are those?
These are Aces with the gel all the way through.
Oh, okay.
I like these, but
They're better than Embiid ones.
I'm out for today, guys.
But
All right, see ya.
Dunk tank coming soon.
Yes. But it kind of made me think, though, we haven't done this segment in a while where we used to do the Yelp 1-star reviews. I went to Google this time and looked up some 1-star reviews. And there's all the Skechers stores. So I started with some of the stores in Oklahoma City.
is that where the story from last week was?
Yes, it was in Oklahoma City. It was just weird, though. Like, just reading that story, like, people get that pissed about wearing a mask.
Yeah.
It's just sad. Like, I don't know if that's a sad state of affairs when simple things like that. Like, is that really that much of an inconvenience to you? Like, I don't like wearing a mask either, but I'm not about to throw a pair of shoes at nobody.
we already know what the mask is about.
Well, yeah, we know what it's about.
Constitutional rights to breathe.
God gave me this right to breathe.
Yeah.
You guys
But
take
you
it
act
away.
like you're not breathing with the mask on, though.
So,
You don't know what I'm not doing under that mask.
so here's
You would have passed out if you wasn't breathing.
a 1-star review from
I like the iPhone 13 you got there.
Never. Team Android all day.
You got 6 lenses on the back. I knew you was you talking about getting shoes early. You get electronics
God.
early. I knew you was
Yeah.
influencer. Got 6 lenses on the
You
back.
just not seen my phone?
Wow, I just did when you trying to do face recognition on everybody. Like a Jason Bourne Minority Report phone you got.
The camera
This
lens are as big as my phone. Look at this, bro. AirPod.
No, what the
AirPod Pro.
Hey, look, you got a AirPod charging dock on the back.
AirPod Pro charging dock, bro.
Hold on, bro. Time out.
Look how big. Look at it. It's
The
same
new
size.
iPhone got like what, 3 cameras?
Yours got 6. You was like double up.
That's 4. Oh yeah.
Could define the moments.
And then there's the little infrared sensor right there. No, this review is the Skechers. This is one from Oklahoma City. Doc kicked out a store today because I didn't have a mask. If the store wants to have a mask policy, they need to provide them for the customers. I will not purchase any more shoes from Skechers. Britt Brown.
I'm happy they did.
Well, okay, Brent, get over yourself. Like, so this notion that the stores are supposed to have a mask for you, as opposed to you walking in with a mask, like no, that's like saying, well, okay, no shoes, no shirt, no service, so the store should have shirts and shoes ready for me to walk in if I choose not to wear any on my way to the store. That's stupid.
One thing, this mask thing and these people, right?
What do you mean these people?
These people who are against wearing masks and feel like everybody's taking their right away from them when they don't even know what that is. I feel like the sense of entitlement is through the roof.
Dog.
And it's not that, and you know why we're wearing the mask. You know why. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's people forget that businesses aren't public spaces. Those are private entities that
I
have
know.
their own rights.
They
on
only
top of a statewide mandate
Yeah.
to ice the cake with it.
Yeah, it's only private when me, Guru, or Francis commit a crime. Then the company is able to punish us in any way they see fit. But this one, I wish there was a negative star review. It's been a week and still in disbelief. This lazy lady couldn't look up from her phone to greet us, needed their accurate shoe sizes, and couldn't find a size chart. I had to walk all the way to her corner, or to her in the corner, to ask for a size chart. Begrudgingly, and with a sigh, she got it. Wrong. Youngest daughter size 2 and 3, she said, brought her a size 5.5. Son wears a size 1 or 2, she said, brought him a size 3. This was after being told there weren't any of my daughter's size on clearance. Guess where I found hers? Note that I said that because it was me that found all my kids' shoes because she went back to her phone. My son dropped a penny behind. Oh, this part is hilarious. My son dropped a penny behind the register, and the manager told my 7-year-old son that it's gone now. he took the 7-year-old's penny.
There's a lot here to unpack.
$100 spent, and he needed that kid's penny.
Yes.
Kiddos want to light up shoes, and Walmart doesn't go that high. We'll never go back again. I'll order online.
There's a lot here to
Need a
unpack.
got.
There's a lot here to unpack here. All right, let's back up a little.
Okay.
She needed a size chart for her kids, right?
Yeah, so she needed to figure out what sizes her kids
But
were.
when the Skechers employee said this size and this size. She was like, wrong. It's this size and this size.
Okay, let's go back to that.
So that's implying she knew her kid sizes.
Okay, no. She asked for the size chart. The lady begrudgingly and with the side went and got the size chart.
Okay.
And ended up, from what I got out of it, she said that the daughter wore a size 2 and 3, and she just brought the wrong sizes. I don't know if she sized them up, said they were a size 2 and 3, and then just brought out the wrong sizes because she could care less.
Okay.
Or if, like you said, the lady knew that her son or daughter were a size 2 and 3, but yet the lady was saying, no, they wear a size 5 and a half. So.
And then she said, no, the shit's not on clearance, and then she found it on clearance.
Yes, in the same store.
Huh.
Which leads me to believe it was probably more so on the employee than it was the lady.
Interesting.
Because how you going to not know it's on clearance?
I mean, you can go.
Okay, wait a minute.
As somebody who works in retail, you can go look. When I go my shopping experience, it's like, how can I put this, right? I'll give you a perfect example. Convenience store, right?
Yeah.
I think I told you this. I know I told Genie. I asked a dude, I said, yo, can you see if you have any more than 11 and a half? He was like, I don't see any, but I'll scan it. So he scans it, and he says, oh, it says we have an 11 and a half. Let me try to look for it. So another dude comes around. He said, what y'all looking for? He's like, looking for 11 and a half. Oh, well, this is it. He said, but it said we got one. He said, what you just scanned don't got nothing to do with this stack. But he scanned the stack. And this is not like Nike kind of have a tight control over their inventory.
Yes.
So it's not like a third, like if they scan the shoe, no other sizes popped up that's not on here.
Right.
So my thing is like, and I'm like, how does that have nothing? I'm the footwear. I'm over the footwear, man. This is it. This is all we got. It's just like, dog, stop it. Just say we ain't got it. You ain't even go look and say, let me see if it's in the back. Somebody left it out, or you know what I'm saying? You even fake the font, go back there, shoot a text message, come back out. You ain't got it. Like it's just like, come on, man.
I do hate how because it happens a lot. I do hate how sneaker store employees act like the gatekeeper to some shit.
And they be like, yeah, I know. I'm over sneakers, man. I know all these sneakers, man. This is it. I'm looking like I could just show you up real quick, but I'm not here for that. I'm here to make a purchase and bounce. But you gotta be careful who you talk because you never know. Even when I go out to eat and people give me wax service, like I've been serving for 10 years, so I know when you ain't do no 2-bite check back. I know when you ain't do no silent service and refill. Like I know that, but I don't come in here. You never know who you waiting on. And same thing when you never know who you servicing.
Right.
No.
No, I agree with you. Let's see. This one is hilarious. Employees seem to enjoy each other, but not proactive in help. Seem reluctant to help, but did eventually help. Stephen Kalinge.
I do know one thing. When I call a store and they don't know the shoe, like that's begrudgingly. They be calling inside my own company. Like, hey, do you have this shoe? Hold on, let me check for you. What shoe is that? Like, dude, I was just in there 2 days ago. I'm calling because I need a different size now. Like, how you don't not know the shoes?
Oh, this dude is an idiot. I'm reading this next one. Was refused service. Would not be back. You won't let me come in without a freaking mask? Really? Every person walking around outside your store had no mask. Ridiculous.
I'm listening to all these points and I'm taking them in right now.
Bruh, outside the store. Why?
Where was this store located? Is outside the store inside of a mall?
I don't know. But it's outside the store. Even if it's at the mall,
I need details.
it's outside their
I can't
store.
pass my judgment.
They're not going to control what's being done outside the store. Like, unless.
You can't be in control. If you're at the mall and somebody outside your store takes their mask off, that's what mall to enforce.
Exactly.
For that store. But when you come
Exactly.
inside of here where we pay rent, we have a leasing space,
Yes.
you have to abide
Within these 4 walls, you will wear a mask, guy.
by
Like, dog, I'll tell you, the amount of mask bitching on these complaints is just beyond me. And this is from David Collins in Oklahoma City. Like, every person walking out.
You know, it's a stereotype that's starting to develop with these not wanting to wear masks people. You already know where I'm going with this, man.
Go ahead. You about to get Dave started. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's like it goes
do it.
back. It goes back to the Trump supporters, man. Like they're the only people who have a problem wearing the mask, and they think that. And credit old boy in office has twisted narrative that wearing a mask is against your constitutional right, and he got them sipping the Kool-Aid. I mean, and they buying into it. I'm looking like this is for evident reasons.
The thing I never understand, like, and I swear to God, I do not want to get to possible, but you got me started now, is the fact that this dude sold people on the idea that he hires the best people only to have those people go against something that he wants to do, and then he goes around and shits on them and convinces people, the same people that he convinced that he only hires the best people. Now he's telling people, don't believe that person I just hired.
And then everybody that he had on,
like there's so many people that he's had in his administration,
or that have been indicted.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Once they left his administration, been indicted, snitched on them, or just aired them out. Like it's just like
I've never seen how people flip. It's like they support that part of it only to have those same people that he said he hires the best
pardon
of.
that one dude. What's the dude name? Did he pardon him? Or he got light sentence or something?
Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
How do
he
you
kind of
hire?
helped him get in the office.
How do you hire the best people only to turn around and shit on them and say they the worst person ever?
Because that's what happens when people are being real with you when you don't like what they tell you.
And then his supporters, like Donald Trump, ain't got no type of like education as far like first of all he don't even know like civic service, let alone anything medical, and yet people will fall. This Dr. Fauci has served under like many presidents, Republican and Democrat. Never had an issue until Trump, and all of a sudden it's a conspiracy.
He's my man.
I've never seen
that Kool-Aid he been selling for them, man. He is great.
I have never seen
that's what
people
I'm saying. Roger, yeah.
explain away so much bullshit with conspiracies. It's like, dog, like at some point he's the common denominator to all this shit.
It's funny, man. I watch it. When
I've
I go to
never
work, I
seen
see
it.
so many flags. I'm like, it's a lot. Here's what I find crazy is that 10 years ago, if you ask somebody, especially of Caucasian descent, like, who are you voting for? Hey, what you doing here? You rather give you a picture of my wife naked than ask me who I was voting for.
Yeah, now they proud.
Now they proud. All the people that say who you
They
ride
loud and
with,
proud, baby.
I mean, they hang flags, hang signs.
I just never understood
and that's
that
in the
shit.
one house, they had the Trump flag, but they had all foreign cars. Hondas. Oh, wow, who's that? What patriotic about your Honda? Oh, I guess you didn't like that GM powertrain, huh? So it's like, come on, man. Like,
I always tell people because they are like, well, all these politicians have been in there, and we need somebody new to disrupt things. And like, I understand that logic.
so
However,
risk
you don't.
lives and break laws and
But no, but
increase
here's my
pollution.
thing though. There's a certain logic to it, right? Like somebody, like just because somebody does a bad job as far as construction in your house doesn't mean you go hire the first crackhead you see and give them a sledgehammer and say, hey, just go to town. no, you get a better contractor. Somebody who is experienced.
All these brain surgeons that have been working for 20, 30 years, it's the old way. We're going to take all these first-year med students
Yes.
and go ahead and just let
But
them
at least
do
the
your
first year
surgery.
med students actually took a fucking class. This dude, was talking.
Never was even class president.
And to this day, I do not understand how, right now, they talk about Joe Biden has gas. Yo, we really want to go off the gas that Trump has said? And then they want to shit on what's name using a teleprompter. First of all, if you're anybody that's in that type of position, of course you can use a teleprompter, right? Why is that a bad thing? Not to mention, Trump has used a teleprompter and still fucked up. Dude was talking about the Revolutionary War with the teleprompter and brought up airports. How?
And then the Spanish flu ended World War II,
Dog, it's like,
which was 30 years after
man,
the Spanish
facts
flu.
do not fucking matter to these people.
No.
It does not matter, and they go through such hoops to twist. Like every great lie has a little bit of truth, right?
Oh yeah,
and they go through all of this. They search for the truth in the lie instead of focusing on the lie part.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
yeah, man, they got somebody to ride for them for their racism. That's all that is.
Yeah,
they got somebody to ride for them.
He's made it cool to be dumb.
And racist.
Yes.
Yes.
You made it. Yes, very racist.
Yeah, like they feel comfortable now. Like I don't have to try harder. Like he's president, so if he could be, it just emboldens them to just dig their heels in and as far as where they stand.
This dude, my mom had parked in the handicap spot, right? And she has her sign she was looking for, but she was texting. This dude walks up to her, and not Caucasian dude, walks on her window. You're parked in the wrong spot. Remember, he's already parked.
Yeah.
He's not a handicapped person, nothing like that. And he's like, you're in the wrong spot, like going off, right?
Yeah.
My mom takes out the window, right? She puts her mask on. This is puts the mask on, put the gloves on, right? This is how paid my mom is. Rolls on the window and sprays him with disinfectant. Get back. I don't know. You get back. He's coughing. Everything almost falls over. You don't roll up on people like that.
Look at that's all she sprayed him with.
I feel like COVID has turned everybody into an HOA president.
Basically.
Or wannabe HOA president.
Yeah.
Like in a really crappy HOA.
But you know what really pisses me off, though? Is like you got this shooter. You You had the shooter yesterday was 17 years old, got a gun illegally because you got to be 18 to have a gun.
No. He was
His mom got
parents signed off for it. The gun was acquired legally.
Okay. He should not be having a gun, though. He should not be
traveling across state lines with it at 17. Not
That's
legal.
my point.
Open carrying in Wisconsin, where he is not 18.
For all these
Not
sticklers about the letter of the law and shit, right? So people are rushing to defend this guy. Not to mention he went to a crowd of people. You showed up to a protest wanting to shoot people. If I showed up to a Trump rally with an AK, y'all gonna be looking at me like I'm trying to start some shit. So this dude rose up, shoot somebody.
Two people killed him.
Well, he shot one person. The crowd went after him. He started shooting some more, right? And people want to use the latter part of that to say, well, that's why he shot. No, he had already shot somebody before that. That's why the crowd was going after him, right? So people are defending this dude, right? Same people that were saying about Trayvon Martin, who, by the way, was in his own neighborhood, was going to his house.
Yep.
Did nothing illegal. Only thing he had was some Skittles and some iced tea. A grown-ass man who, by the way, had called the police and was told not to approach him, approached him anyway, started some shit. Y'all defended the guy that approached the kid and started some shit, got his ass whipped, and then pulled out a gun and shot the kid. Y'all defend the guy that shot the kid talking about self-defense. Really, the one that was defending themselves was the kid. But yet, and somehow, on the flip side of that, y'all defend the 17-year-old. Like, just think about that judge.
By the way, as he was walked up to a police gun to surrender, and you could see the look on his face changed and went nah, and just kept walking.
They told him to keep going.
While the crowd is screaming at the cops that he's the shooter.
Bruh.
And they told him you good, and then gave him a water.
So, and this isn't the same.
Was
this
it
isn't
hot?
what.
Was it hot out?
Nah.
It was hot.
I mean, I brought up Trayvon Martin, but we could just use the example from the other day. My man, theoretically, we didn't know if he was going to go for his knife. We didn't know he was going to go for this, right?
If he grabbed his knife and turned around, you still have time.
But they didn't know. It was just, he might do this.
And that's not the figure that they ain't had no body cams on.
Hold on. He might do this, right? Because he didn't have the knife in his hand when they shot him. They found the knife after the fact. He didn't have it in his hand. But y'all shot him 7 times anyway. But yet this guy shot some people, walks up and to turn himself in apparently. Crowd telling you he just shot some people, and your response is non-lethal? He don't get shot not one time? I ain't gonna talk about Dylan Roof. Shut up a whole church of people y'all took him to Burger King. But, whatever.
Was he hungry?
15, 16. And crazy thing about it,
But
his
in
bail
their
is.
defense, they did make him eat an Impossible Burger.
But here's my thing.
Did you hear that? An Impossible Burger.
And on top of that, his bail was still like $1 million lower than 2 other people's.
Horrible. And now they trying to say, well, this guy that got shot the other day 7 times, sexual assault. Like, I don't know anything.
Actually, they just released a statement saying the fact check Jacob Blake does not have an arrest warrant for having a sexual with a minor. They released it.
Oh, okay. So, but just using that argument, like, y'all still had a dude that fully raped a girl, and the judge let him off because he had a future. He didn't want to ruin his future. So my whole thing is,
well, that guy's also not a judge anymore. Let's be clear.
Well, no. But the point is, he felt empowered to do that.
But there was.
No, do you think I would have
backlash.
got that? Do you think I would have got that? You would have said, you know what, Rashawn, you got a future.
At your current age?
I mean, are you a competitive swimmer?
No, that's right there. That's the right question to ask.
I mean, because let's be real, we've been in lockdown because of COVID longer than Brock Turner was in jail.
That's fucking sad.
Oh,
And that's
go
for
right
real.
here.
How many times? You can go back to Rodney
Suge
King.
Knight bill was $25 million. Body count 1. Bobby Smurda bill was $2 million. 0 body counts.
Rodney
Dylan
King got
Roof-
his ass whooped by like 8 police officers on tape.
Yeah, Dylan Roof has
And they
killed
let 'em
9
all
people.
off.
His bill was
Come on,
$1
bro.
million.
Don't get me started. Anyway, let's get back to Google. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to go on that tangent, man.
That was a good tangent, though. I was expecting that tangent.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
That
man.
doesn't bother me, man.
Y'all
That's
defend one person, but don't defend another person. Stand your ground unless you black in your own neighborhood.
Yeah, that's literally how
Yeah.
most people think. Yeah.
Otherwise, shut the fuck up and get this ass whooped.
Oh, this is Kobe 5 I'm talking about for Paul Millsap. These are nice.
Those are
How do you get him a P? Come on, man. We
Paul
need
Millsap.
these.
Nobody checking for Paul Millsap.
We-
I don't
we
even know who that
need
is.
these.
There's another one. 100 degrees in the store. Not one associate greeted me or asked if I needed help. Why would the door be open when it's 91 degrees outside? The girl at the register was not very friendly. I asked why it's so hot in here. She stated the obvious. The door is open.
And then I would have told him, you know what's so hot? That your F-150.
Tracy Grubb.
Your F-150 that gets like 10 miles per hour gallon, right? The old F-150. You know what? The Penguins said the same thing when they went to outside their little igloo and it was like 75 degrees in Antarctica. I had to pay like that.
How are you a shoe store but don't have any shoes available? Like, that's all you are.
Did they walk into a store?
Man, I never understood. The
Post-COVID?
KFC by my old house in Farmington Hills was always out of chicken.
Like,
Like, how are you going to be a KFC and be out of chicken?
I've gone into a Taco Bell and they've been out of tortillas.
So this is quite the long
This
story.
is why I have migraines.
This is quite what my man said in the office is a long story, but quite well told. My cousin and I were trying to find a pair of shoes for my youngest daughter. After picking the pair I liked, my cousin opened the box to make sure the sizes were right. We were approached by a middle-aged woman who was working the floor with dark curly hair that was up in a clip or a ponytail, and she said abruptly, "What are you looking for?" My cousin, surprised and taken aback, said, "Oh, I was just checking to make sure the sizes were correct." The curly-haired lady then proceeded to say very rudely, "Well, the sizes are on the outside of the boxes, and we checked them ourselves, so you don't have to do that," and proceeded into the back room. A gentleman who was in the same aisle as us shopping actually commented on her negative attitude towards us. We finished our shopping and went to the counter to check out. While at the register, the cashier, who was very nice and sweet, started opening the boxes to check the sizes. I jokingly said to her, "Oh, you don't have to check them. We already got yelled at for checking to see if they were the right sizes," and laughed a little. The cashier asked me to elaborate, and I told her about the occurrence that had just taken place a few minutes prior. As I was telling the cashier the situation, the dark curly-haired lady approached the counter. It sounds like Curious George, like the guy in the yellow suit.
The man in the yellow hat.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was telling the cashier the situation, the dark curly-haired lady approached the counter behind the cashier and stated, "Are you referring to me?" I said, Yes, I am." The curly-haired lady proceeded to defend herself by saying that she was sorry I felt that way in a dismissive tone. Not truly sorry. Then stating, "I was just trying to save you guys some time by letting you know that we check the sizes," which I know they do. However, I'm the one spending the money. I live over an hour away and wanted to be sure. We were not disrupting the shoes or boxes in any way, and when they checked out to be the right size, we bought them. After the curly-haired lady tried to explain herself again, I responded by saying, "Okay, but I don't feel like you approached the situation very well. Like now. And your tone was a bit rude." And she then tried to argue her actions a bit more, at which point I said, "Okay, well then it must have just been me." She stated, "Okay, well it must have just been me." She stated, "Yeah, it probably was just you," and walked away. Are you kidding me right now? I've never been spoken to like that from someone who works in a customer service ever. Needless to say, this was in Howell. The Howell, Michigan location will never get my business again. I bought 4 pairs of shoes that day, and those are the last shoes I would ever buy at that store. She must have been, anybody knows anything about Howell?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The customer must have been black and the lady must have been white, like, easily.
How is different.
How is it's a special place.
Man.
They sell the most bed sheets.
Oh, this is one.
And scissors.
This the one.
And horses.
This is the and rope.
And wooden 6x4s and 2x4s.
And rope.
And gasoline. And dollar store lighters. You know, they got the candle lighters now, so they ain't got to throw matches. They can just go.
And Confederate flag wallets.
Yeah. And what else they sell out there? Wrangler jeans. And what else they sell out there?
Dukes of Hazzard box sets.
Yeah. What else they sell out there? I think I'm leaving out something. I think they have the most third-degree burns.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes. It's a lot of wooded areas
they have the
around
most
there, too.
firefighter calls.
It's a lot of wooded area around there.
A lot of firefighter calls.
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Think so. I think that's about it.
I'm going to Howell this weekend.
Or they must have like
I
this,
think it's
this little wooden piece they put in the top to make the cone head wooden piece that makes it.
I think it has the highest rate of pickup truck owners per capita.
Gap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think how. Yeah.
I want
think
a pickup truck.
Yeah, that was a pickup truck. Definitely. I think that's where they shot most of the racist movies.
Just
so.
every racist movie.
Every racist movie was
It's
shot
in
out.
Howell.
Every racist movie.
A Time to Kill was filmed.
Yeah.
Mississippi Burning was not actually filmed in Mississippi. It was filmed in Howell, Michigan.
How so fucked up?
They require you to wear a face mask to enter. Not for me. Hashtag sheeple. Jerry Brown, Sketchers Warehouse in Tennessee.
That's right.
I like how you put hashtag sheeple.
Yeah.
No, my bad. They put hashtag she people.
Aw, come on, bro.
No, if you're gonna call people names, you do it right.
I've noticed that anybody who uses the word sheeple or says that you should think for yourself
Don't actually think.
really doesn't want you to think for yourself.
Nope.
And really isn't a critical thinker.
Not at all.
No.
I can't tell you how many times I asked somebody, like, did you actually read the article that you're referencing? Because
It
contrary
completely
to
contradicts
everything
you're
you just
saying.
said.
Yeah.
You read the headline, which is often used to get you to read the article.
Uh-huh.
And
Or to get dumbasses like you to share it. Yeah.
yeah, what you did in a way that you thought was going to prove a point that you were trying to make. But yeah, they wrote hashtag she people, SHEEPOOPOE.
Any relation to sea monkeys?
I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's Google it. Oh, here's another one. I go to this store every month and spend over $150. Put for 2 months. Who wrote this? I'm not even gonna put an accent to it. I'm just gonna read this exactly how they wrote it. I go to the store every month and spend over $150. Put for 2 months. They have a new manager. She was very aggressive dealing with people. I believe she have a lot of family problems in here.
Go on.
In
my
here,
attention. I'm listening.
mine too much. Okay, wait. Okay.
Interesting.
She very aggressive dealing with people. I believe she had a lot of family problems in here. Mine too much drama in her life.
I'm enlightened by all this.
She's just run to me.
Keep going.
She tried to get me out because I don't have a face mask.
What a
I
hoe.
asked her to give me a face mask. She said she don't have it. I'm not allowed to be in the store. No, it's not one punctuation mark in this entire block of words.
Man.
Let's see, I don't even know because I don't have a face mask. I asked her to give me a face mask. She said she don't have it. I'm not allowed to be in the store
Fucking
without the
liar.
face mask. She's not supposed to be at this store ever, and she would get the sales down. She say the company requests a face mask. She is
Yes.
lying.
What a
That might be the hardest verse
what a
this
hoe.
year.
Bars.
That might be the hardest verse this year.
I almost want to just run through this because there's not one period, comma, or anything. I just want to run through this. Can I do that real quick? Can I just
Sound like Kendrick Lamar verse.
can I just run through it real quick without stopping?
Go ahead, get
All
your
right, let's
Kendrick
go. You
Lamar
ready?
on.
All right. I go to the store every month, spend $150. Put for 2 months. They have a new manager. She was very aggressive dealing with people. I believe she have a lot of family problems in here. Mine too much drama in her life. She just run to me. She tried to get me out because I don't have a face mask. I asked her to give me a face mask. She said she don't have it. I'm not allowed to be in the store without the face mask. She's not supposed to be at the store ever, and she would get the sales down. She say the company requests a face mask. She is lying.
I can hear the agony in that.
I'm like, dog.
I can tell she was upset because she didn't use any periods.
Dog,
Almost.
no periods. It was just one longer, and it's the most incoherent, non-punctualized
It worked.
dribble.
I got the point across though.
Man, yeah.
She spent $150 in store. Ho at store say no, come in without mask. Company said go away.
I bet you Under Armour could be gonna have a sign that says "Masks are voluntary."
All right, last one real quick. Went to the.
Gotta keep the Oval Office of asset. Definitely ain't getting invited to Under Armour.
Went to the Jackson store today. Wood, WOD. Wad. Wad not let us. Would not let us. Would not let us in because we didn't have a mask. The only store in Jackson that's like this. But that's okay. We went to Show Carnival. You mean Shoe Carnival? We went to Shoe Carnival on Stonebrook. No one had a mask or was customers required to wear one. People at Shoe Carnival was very helpful. If you want to stop this nonsense.
Breaking news, COVID outbreak traced to
Right.
Shoe Carnival.
If you want to stop this nonsense, then we need to boycott Skechers in Jackson, Tennessee. Christopher Young.
I support Show Carnival. It just
Yeah,
sounds
Show Carnival.
sounds like a very
A
patriotic store.
DVD store in Tennessee. old VHS.
I mean, go figure. Can you imagine? So apparently they've now traced 100 cases back, or at least over 100 cases back to
Jackson, Tennessee.
The Smash Mouth concert at Sturgis.
How dare you
With
bring
all the
Smash
bikers?
Mouth
Like,
to
can you
this?
imagine being a badass biker and to be like, dude, how? And you like you die, and then like, well, how did Biff die? Oh,
Biff.
He saw Smash.
Is that the
Mouth.
bad guy from Back to the Future?
It is. I don't know. Like, how did Hammerhead or whatever the hell a biker name
Hopefully,
would be? How'd he die?
What was that guy?
He went-
Guardians of the Galaxy, Laserface.
He went and saw Smash Mouth.
you know what, Dave? At least he's an all-star.
Yes.
He's no longer walking on the sun. He's
Man. Just wear a mask, y'all, man. Shout out to Skechers, by the way. I just had to give them some shit. But no, shout out to Skechers.
Is Skechers be our new sponsor?
I don't know. I have to read these. I don't know. But you know, we didn't shit on Skechers.
There we go.
And mostly people just bitching about wearing a mask. Dave's yawning. So on that note, that's our alarm right there.
What?
You yawning.
Oh, dude, I'm just tired.
On that note, where were the girls at, by the way? They were supposed to be here.
They're here every other week.
But they're supposed to be here at today's show.
Oh,
Well, good they didn't because we had too many people.
I didn't know.
Remember I asked them last week?
Yeah.
Where the girls at? I'm out of here.
Adrian probably forgot.
Yeah, she probably did.
Oh, by the way, I saw the best thing out here the other night. If you are pulling out of your park, like if you're parked on the street,
Yeah.
and you're pulling out of your parking spot, and you almost hit a cop car that's coming down the street, don't honk at the cop car and yell at them like it's their fault that you almost hit them. Because you can best be damn sure that they're going to go 50 feet that way, wait for you to pull out and turn around, and then hit their blues and whip around and come pull. You've probably been drinking ass over, and I'm sure that night did not end well for them.
Wow.
Yeah, you probably see some shit here. This is an awesome location. I love this place.
Yeah, I think this might be our new spot.
I love this place.
Oh, yeah, it's like hop, skip, and a jump for you.
Oh yeah, I fucking waddled over here.
Waddle. Damn it. Speaking of waddle, I'm going to waddle to fucking Bucharest and give me a fucking shawarma. I've been dying for a
That's a
fucking
picture
month.
to behold. You waddling into Jefferson from here?
It wasn't meant to be taken literal. Anyway, this is episode, 265?
Yes, with your Conor McGregor walking your jerseys, your sneakers.
See you guys at
You
at
do look
300.
like Conor McGregor.
Yes. Yeah, Francis will be back. Yeah, he's going to go away for another 35 episodes.
Episode 300 here. I go.
Yes, and be back for episode 300.
If this is a Chappelle show, he's definitely Paul Mooney with the appearances. Once every 10. But
All
it's
right.
golden, though.
We'll see you guys next week. We out. We love y'all.
Peace.